Epic Mike wannabe, apparently. Hello. Welcome to Dawn of Defiance here on Moonskull. Glad to have you all here. It is I, Erudi, your favorite GM from a galaxy far, far away. And there's a lot of adjectives that describe me. I hear them. They're all wonderful. I don't say them, but you guys say them, and so I know they must be true. But I won't go through the list today. Just know that it's probably like a dictionary thick of just positive, wonderful adjectives that I've heard are ascribed to me. And so I'm so glad you guys think so kindly of the work that I do here. But, you know...
Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Wow. Wow. Oh, God, they're still going on about the head dent. God damn it, Sevs. Why you got to start talking about my hair in chat? Why?
I didn't do anything.
I literally saw you with my own two eyes. And I heard you. I heard you with my own two ears typing the messages.
I would never.
Well, chat... Obviously, I don't do this show alone, and these are the people I've been saddled with, these traitors and evil people that like to give me so much grief. But let's say testing out different parts, I see. I don't know what that means, Michaela. Be more like a dem, don't believe your eyes. I believe my eyes, which is why we're going to say hello to Sevi first, because she's whipped out the cat ears. I haven't seen the cat ears in like 8 months. What's going on, Sev?
I know. Hello, everybody. So during Crimson Throne, my chair pulled my the cable on my headphones and then broke the jack of my headphones. So I'm wearing these ones for now until I get a replacement cable. But I hope that everybody is having a fantastic day. I'm asking you to please join me in doing two very important things. One is hit the like button. If you have not yet already, we will need all the help that we can. We no longer have permanent benefits. So we are really at the mercy of you guys. I don't know how well this is going to go today. And then two, if you have not yet already noticed, please join me in congratulating the Fed in his new green toupee. It looks wonderful. I see the green. I'm sure you guys can see it as well.
What are you talking
can kind
about?
of see the green by like the ends of his hair. You can kind of see the green there. And I try to explain chat a little bit about what happened. So what had happened was he said that he farted and he smelled so bad he had to light a candle to try and help with the smell. And when he did it, he moved the candle along and then his toupee caught fire. And we were like, oh my God, how did this even happen? So he had to put everything into a beer back screen to get a new one. And of course, he doesn't have any good ones. So I guess he's using this green one. So congratulations, Erudi, on your green toupee. It looks wonderful.
1, I did not fart. 2, my hair did not catch fire. And 3, this is not a toupee, it's my hair. And I hate you so much. So much. It's not a dark green. Are you guys fucking with me right now?
It is dark green. It is dark green.
That is not dark green.
It is green.
No, it's not. That is not green. Wow. I hate all of you.
You know what? I'm going to take a screenshot on this because you don't believe me.
Oh,
and
I'm sure you're not going to run it through any filters or use MS Paint on my head or any bullshit like that. I'm sure it's going to be a perfect screenshot with no modifications.
It's going to have no modifications because I just took it and I'm sending it to you and then the mods. And you know what? I'll put it in the. How could I do something like that when I just did it?
I hate Sevified stories. That's not my hair. That's the green screen.
See,
you witch.
Thank you, Keaton, for getting a better version. No, that's not the green screen. That is the green tint of your dark green hair.
And no, I'm not moving the parts of my hair around, Michaela. I just have longer hair, and it gets screwed up during the day. Oh my God. Well, you know what? That green screen tint isn't going to be there for very long, Sev, so you're not going to be able to pull that for much longer because I am getting rid of the green screen here soon. I have been modifying my room here and cleaning up for the last couple weeks, And soon I'm going to have a little nerd wall behind me, and this background stuff will be gone. And then what are you going to do, Savs? Then what are you going to say?
I will make fun of your color and the fact that your color cannot be straight, probably because Randy didn't dress you today.
Okay, I'm sorry I asked. I don't want to know what else you could possibly make fun of. Let's just move on to somebody else. God damn it. You know, we're going to go to Velrock. Hi, Velrock.
Hello. That's me. I'm ready to play.
Thank you for that valuable contribution. I appreciate it.
I don't know what you want me to say. I'm just excited to play the game.
I don't know. You can say a lot of things. So many things you could say.
I hate you guys, though. So can we just, like, keep our interactions to a minimum?
Damn.
Caleb, what's going on, man?
I am doing pretty good today. And so, as you guys probably noticed, there is no Moss today. Erudi said he was on a phallic object deficit, and Moss knew exactly what to do. He immediately ran to the store to get him a big bundle of bananas. So I'm sure Erudi and Randy will be very happy with that. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm ready to play. Ready to play some Star Wars.
Randy does not exist. Not a real person. I hate every last one of you. Yes, Moss is busy hunting for phallic objects. He ran out. There's a shortage in this Biden economy, it turns out, and so he's going to like the used phallic object stores because the new ones are just they're too much. They're too much. I thought it was a little gross myself, but you can talk to him about that. Oh, I had a thought. Shit, what was it? Damn it. I'm really upset that I'm losing this thought. What were we just talking about? We're talking about Moss. We're talking about end screen. Talking about not phallic objects. Had nothing to do with phallic objects. Hair.
Your head done.
Cucumber.
God damn it! I'm so mad. It was something that was somewhat important too.
You guys notice that when he went like that, you could actually see the green?
No,
like,
there was no green. No, I'm not doing
your
that.
head to the side.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not.
You can't
I'm
turn
not
his head
doing
too
it.
far to the side because then the hand controlling the puppet will show up.
Jesus Christ, man! I swear to God.
Fed done.
There's no Fed dent. Quit looking at my Fed. Oh, you'll be happy to know, Caleb. You'll be happy to know that Yub That Nub is my #1 hit on Erudi tunes right now. Climbing up the ranks in terms of its views. So if you guys haven't seen it, you should go over to Erudi tunes and listen to Yub That Nub. It's a song that was made for Noel, our GM over on Mummy's Mask on Tabletop. And apparently you guys really like it. It's pretty catchy. It's pretty catchy.
It fits the theme of this show, so go check it out.
Yes, yeah, it's a song based on the Ewok theme because Noelle's a furry and she married an Ewok husband, and he likes to yub that nub, as you will learn in the song. Federal Reserve Green. God damn it. We're on a Star Wars show. If you enjoy the classic George Lucas vision of Star Wars, not the new Disney garbage, you're going to love what we're doing here. We're trying to honor the spirit of that and run things kind of in the classic trilogy era and prequel era. And we've been doing a pretty good job out of it, I think. I think it's been pretty good. You guys seem to have been enjoying it. The players have been doing great. And he revealed how he met her on Discord. Oh, I missed that one. Shit. Somebody should screenshot that for me.
Yeah.
I do think that we started off with...
He put it on Twitter, too, and he tagged you and me.
Oh, yep.
Okay, that's weird, because, yeah, he told me, he said, did you see Twitter? And then I checked, and I had no notifications from him. So I was like, I don't see anything, and then he never responded, so I'm not sure. So how I missed that. But we did get a super chat from Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks, for 20 Canadian dollars. That's some X-Ray Girl money right there. And he said, the Sith Lord Darth Bane named himself after an old nickname. This nickname was given from A, his military unit, B, the Republic soldier that he ended up killing, C, his father, or D, his old minor co-workers, E, his late girlfriend. And I believe this is for A. Benny. If you guys want to answer and see if you know the answer to the question. Oh my God!
I'm gonna go with B, the Republic soldier that he ended up killing, because that would seem fitting.
That's what I put in chat as well.
I'm gonna say girlfriend because I can't scroll up for some reason, and that's the only answer I remember you saying.
Let me send it to you. Hold on. I will put it in our chat.
I will change my answer just so that we have a better chance. I will go with let's see what we got. I'm gonna go with A. No, I'm gonna side with Lynn Green. I'm going C. I'm going
to stick with girlfriend because women are the bane of men's existences.
So we got a B, a C, and an E.
I forgot what the answers were. His old military unit and public soldier he ended up killing. Okay, so it was the books. I want to say it was his dad. So his father. I can't remember why he said he was the bane of his family's existence or something like that. Family's existence, maybe? I'm going to go with C. I'm pretty sure it's that. I don't remember the reason, though.
All right, let us know, Wilson.
It's definitely not his girlfriend, I can tell you that. So if any of you answered that, you're dumb.
I quit.
All right. Sevi is twice the Jedi that Mark Hamill ever was. That's true. That's actually very true.
That's facts.
You know what? I will say I've been very proud of Sevi this show. This is the most good character I've ever seen her be, and she actually took a shot for somebody. That's never happened in any other campaign ever.
It is C. Caleb got it.
Me and Erudi.
Oh, Caleb and Erudi got it. So I'm assuming
we can just split it because Wilson's done
split
twice.
it.
Well, it'll go to the player. That's fine. His father was an abusive drunk who blamed all his failures on his son. Nicknamed Prevactor, taken his beating that nearly killed him. Bane willingly used the Force to stop his father's heart. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Wow.
Okay, so
Nice.
question for you,
totally
Erudi.
remember that story.
Are we resetting our benefits from last session? Because I know some of the players didn't get to use them at all.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Rudy said we're not because of it.
Yeah, those will carry over for this session.
Okay.
Plus, I guess we do get benefits. So let me go read those as well. Otherwise, Queen Shirt Michaela's going to start yelling at me. They like to do that.
And just to be safe, Sirenscape. If you hear any music or sound effects, it is playing through Sirenscape, but not a sponsorship. But so as long as we let you know that's where we're getting it from, they won't copyright strike our channel. And Moonskull appreciates that.
My hair. You know what, Queen Shirt? I can't stand you picky ass Queen Shirts. I got Michaela telling me to move my hair around in chat. I got Crescent telling me my collar's bent, and I've got Sevi saying I have a toupee. God,
you look great, Erudi.
Why do I surround myself with these kinds of women? I just don't understand what I've done to myself. All right,
We're
so
trying
benefits.
to help you.
That's a great polo, by the way.
If my heart is still beating, you've made me stronger. I remember. 4 golds. We got 4 golds from. Oh, by the way, you guys keep asking for updates on where we're at or on the membership goal. I think we did the math earlier. We're at 24 equivalent gold memberships. We're trying to get to 50, so we're just about halfway there. So if you want to support Legend Seeker, consider getting the legendary tier here on this channel or going to Discord and subscribing there. You get more bang for your buck there, and we get a bigger cut. And that'll go towards the tabletop role-playing game I'm making for you guys, Legend Seeker, and it helps out the cast. It gives them all sorts of benefits. It's a crucial time right now. We are trying to make some moves with someone or something, that NDA we can't discuss, but for those talks and those events to be fruitful, we really need your support. There's milestones I got to hit that are extremely important, and that's going to require support from outside sources just besides us. So if you would like to support, you can, and it'll go a long ways. We're trying to get to 50 gold memberships. Greatly appreciate you guys. So we got 4 this week from Arctic Wind, Resif the Cripple, No Zaku Boy, and Michaela. We did get some fan art of Dina from A Feline Named Vajayjay. Sorry, A Feline Named Vajayjay, that she's not here to prosper from that this week. If he doesn't end up showing up today because he was still on the hunt for phallic objects, we'll give it to him next week. And then Art of R3 for Velrock. Well, that doesn't seem fair. I play R3. I should get that benefit, in my opinion.
I want to see it. Are you talking about the AI image?
Yes.
Oh, that counts?
That did count. Yes.
All right.
And then likes from last stream, we got 65. The 36, though, were already redeemed. And then comments from last stream, we got 36, which is pretty damn good. We don't often get that high on comments for this stream, so thank you, chat, for actually doing the 3-comment method. That got you guys some Force tokens that haven't been redeemed. So in total, you guys are going to get 5 Force tokens. And Moss and Velrock specifically will get 6, so you get an extra one, essentially.
Hell yes.
6. All right. Oh yeah, sorry. And did you say we're deleting our other ones?
No, keep the other
No,
one.
you can carry them over. You
I'm
can carry
gonna-
them over
You
for
said,
this session.
and you said 5 for everyone else.
There.
Wow.
I'm just gonna assume he said 5 for everyone else.
Yeah, he said 5 for everybody else.
Okay.
I'm so sad, dude. I'm almost out of my permanent ones.
There is actually a debate in our mod chat right now about whether or not my hair is real or it's digitally altered and inserted on my green screen. What is wrong with my mods? I tell you what.
I think they're just concerned that you actually have a toupee going on and that you're in denial.
Yeah, I wonder whose fault that is, Sevs. I wonder
don't
who
know.
started that story.
Well, maybe it was the fact that I can see green every time you move.
Everything. Thank you, Shadow Warden 99, for gifting 5 memberships to the Ghost Hunters. Appreciate you. And Lynn Green got one. I know she was asking for a gifty earlier, and it worked out for her.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Shadow Warden got one. It says Shadow Warden gifted himself
He
one.
gifted
That's so
himself.
awesome. I love it.
Amazing. Amazing. And Alaska Jeff and JT. Nice. Very nice. There's no male pattern here, Corner Pub. All right, I've got my mama's genes on the hair aspect, and I'm going to be perfectly fine there. If there's one thing I don't have to worry about, it's that. All right, so what did we do last time on this show? You guys left Darga's Palace. You got out of there. Yeah, you went to get on the Banshee to go back to the Resurgence, and then you were like, actually, maybe we should go recover Moravgi's body, since he was, kind of our bud, and we totally forgot about the fact that he was lying dead and probably getting eaten by predators in an aviary. And so
I didn't care.
yeah, of course you didn't. 2 of you went back and were like, all right, let's go take it out. When you got there, it turned out the zookeeper had tried to save all his pets and let them out of all their cages, so they were roaming around, and he got eaten by his own Nexu. And so you guys were stalking through there trying to find Moravgi's body. You got to the aviary, and you looked around, and when you got to the spot where he was killed, he was no longer there. You did an investigation, and you got the impression that he had been dragged out of there, and at some point either lifted or something out of that area. So your theory is that this bounty hunter has probably taken him off to skin him for pelts and sell him on the market somewhere, and now you guys really hate this Wookiee. And I think Dina said that she hopes to run into him someday to get some more sweet revenge like she did to Lieutenant Bottoms.
Yep. You need to refresh because Caleb disconnected and he just came back.
Damn it, Caleb. Why do you do this to me?
There.
30-something of them in chat right now.
There we go.
Oh, hail. Hail, Shadow Warden.
Hail. Yeah, genuine Wookiee fur, not that cheap knockoff Wookiee fur. So yeah, they were pretty upset about that. But ultimately, you guys had to get over it. You had to leave, so you got back on your the Banshee. You went to the Resurgence, and you got settled in there. You debriefed everybody what you found. And basically what they said was it wasn't enough information. You got some good information, and it was definitely helpful and gave them some things to look at, but there were still some details that would be very useful in terms of trying to uncover what Project Sarlacc is all about. So they want you to continue going after Darga, and Darga, according to what you had learned, was heading to Bespin at Cloud City specifically. So they asked you guys to go there, and while you're there, try to find Darga and confront him directly and get more information out of him about what he knows regarding the Starlight Project and this transfer, whatever this payment transfer is. You know, part of the equation is Tabana gas. Now you got to figure out where the rest of the resources are coming from. You guys arrived. You got there, and there was a really long line because of a Sabak tournament, and you guys sent money to the controller to basically make up a reason for you to land early. And then when you got down there were some bureaucrats that came to give you some grief, and you guys fast-talked them too, and skedaddled them out of there. I think that's it. I think that's where we left off, was you guys wrapping up on them. Yeah, did I miss anything?
Yeah, we can't take our weapons in.
Well, I was going to do that through roleplay, but yes, we are going to find that out here very shortly as well. So let's just hop into it. I'm going to swoosh us over.
Swooshing.
So you had just Caleb, you had just fast talked the guy and kind of pushed him out the door, and he's going to put his
pockets.
And and you stole from him. Yeah, that's correct. And he's gonna kind of put his hand in between the door and open it back again. He's like, "Oh wait, one more thing. And this, I'm afraid, is absolutely mandatory, regardless of your VIP status. We can have no weapons on Cloud City, so we're going to have to make sure, as you leave here, that you have no weapons on you. We'll be waiting outside for when you're ready."
How's that work if my body is a weapon?
Your body is fine, and stun batons are also allowed for self-defense purposes.
Oh, well, most excellent. Thank you so much for your time and your service to Cloud City. I will reconvene with my companions.
Very well. I'm just going to go to the vending machine. And you shut the door, and he searches his pockets for his money and realizes he has no money to go to the vending machine and wonders what the hell happened. I would never go Platinum Blonde corner pub. That would be ridiculous.
All right, so what do we do here? We just leave our weapons or something? I mean, we're going into the lion's den.
Well, Skak, you can make anything a weapon.
Okay, I'm not God.
No, but we'll find you parts inside. I'm sure we can buy stuff to make parts.
Yes. And wherever there's rules, there's people who are breaking those rules. I'm sure we could probably find something or procure something once we get inside. I'm not entirely sure about your fancy glow stick thing, but for the most part, we could probably find anything.
Well, do you think that it might pass as a stun baton or of sorts?
Oh, well, I have one right here, and I pull out my stun baton.
Yeah, that don't look anything like ours.
Well, maybe we could disguise it.
Yeah. Could we disguise the lightsaber so it looks more like a mini stun baton or something?
We have to go back in the ship to do that. I'm gonna need some time.
Could I potentially...
Go ahead.
Could I potentially roll galactic lore to see what kind of security we're dealing with here?
Sure. Actually, it'd probably be technology. It'd probably be knowledge technology.
Oh, technology. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to drop a force point. 2. Love it. Love it when we get them low roll. Let's get them out of the way. 18.
18. I just want to take a look at one of these real quick. It could almost look like a lightsaber. You might be able to pull that off.
Because it's just a small one.
I can just build a shell for it, you know.
It just wouldn't be functional, but you could make it certainly look like one. So as long as they don't ask you to demonstrate the baton, I think it would pass. But yeah, you suspect they're going to be using scanners. based on the tech you saw them carrying with you. They had like the black boxes and the, like, little scanning units that they would have taken aboard on your ship. It'll probably be used on you as well.
Okay.
So you are familiar with that technology.
I got it. I'll take care of it. All right. You just, I mean, we're gonna have to go back in the ship and work on it for a minute.
Okay.
And I never remember the rules because they're very complicated with mechanics, so I have to look up exactly how to do that.
And how many of them were there?
3 of them. There were 3 bureaucrats.
Most excellent.
All right, here's what I'm going to do instead. Just take my stun baton. I'm going to clean out the insides, make it a little bit neater. Maybe we can fit it right into the hilt of the baton.
Okay.
It's going to look a little bigger than normal stun batons, but, you know. Can I try and make it so that one end,
Needs
the
an extra large
baton,
grip.
the baton stays active so we can use it as a stun baton, and then fit it in so that she can still pull the lightsaber out if she needs to?
So you want it to still function as a stun baton
Yeah.
and a lightsaber.
Or a slot to put the lightsaber, and then she can just pull it out of the stun baton.
Basically fill the damn thing. I don't even know where you put the equipment. You could probably still
I'm a
function
genius.
it as a regular baton. It just wouldn't have the stun capability. Because it's basically the same size as a lightsaber, so even if you expanded the shell slightly. Yeah, I think the best you could hope for out of that is just to turn it into like a bludgeoning baton and say it's a stun baton, but it wouldn't still be capable of stunning because you're taking out all the circuitry essentially.
We hit 36 likes, you guys.
Oh, nice.
All right, take a force
Thank you,
token,
chat.
everybody.
All right.
Can it be the handle of the stun baton, and then we use the same? Because it requires a battery pack, right? The lightsaber, or an energy cell. I mean, is that what it's called?
Yes, energy cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we can use that to power the baton, then that would cut down on the need for an energy cell in the baton handle. Because I imagine the baton, most of the circuitry is in the part where the stunning electricity comes out, which isn't the handle.
I'm fine not having it I'm fine with it not stunning.
You're going to be tying stuff into the lightsaber too. I would say it would be a high difficulty. I'll give you a high difficulty roll to pull something like that off, but unlikely would be the answer. But who knows if you roll high enough. Oh my god, guys. What is wrong with all of you?
Babyface fed.
Where art thou? Oh yeah, and R3 is always helping me with my mechanics. So if he wants to do his role.
Speaking of R3, is there any way that we could hide weapons on R3? I don't.
What did he say?
He said he's not going to jail for you.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Coward.
Can he do his mechanics check? R3?
Yep. This is to assist. Oops. Is it not rolling? Wait, there it goes.
I'll leave my heavy blaster pistol on the ship, but I'm taking my sonic screwdriver.
All right, yeah, you'll get the bonus.
It's +1, right? Or is it +2?
+2.
+2.
Yeah, I always
20.
mix this one up in Savage Worlds because they're similar but different. All right. So with a 20, it will not be functional as a stun baton, but you will be able to make it appear as one. It'll still be functional as a bludgeoning baton.
All right, that's the best I can do. Here, try it. He tries the button. Wait, hold on. That's supposed to turn it on. He keeps trying the button, smacks it around a little bit. Okay, it's not really working, but you know what? It looks like it at least.
Yep, it works. This works.
All right. So you have a stun baton. Anything else you're going to try to get past these guys?
Do they allow knives? My knife is kind of big, but
I think knives are
technically just a
actually allowed
knife.
too. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure knives and stun batons are the two things that were.
I've got an Australian knife.
Other than small knives or stun batons, yeah.
Okay.
Should I try to sneak a blaster past these guys? I have a pretty high stealth.
You could certainly try.
I'll bring my
Just
stun
ask.
grenades too. I'm assuming they'll allow it, but they may say otherwise.
I'm just asking the party what they think. Because I'm very gun heavy.
I wouldn't try it just because my understanding is they're gonna scan you. So unless you have a way to make it look like something else.
I had an idea of maybe having them call down the guy who parked us, pocketing him, putting my gun on him, sending him through and then taking it off of him later.
Well, yeah, I mean, what if you you could just pull it and make it into pieces and then reassemble it, or we could find guns inside. I'm sure we'll be able to find some weapons inside as well.
Note to self: when we leave this this gas giant, I'm gonna build a compartment on R3 that hides it from scanners.
Yeah, there we go.
Smart idea.
I think we just move in. I'm sure we'll find some weapons inside. I was just mostly concerned for the lightsaber.
Oh, we got a moss.
Here!
What did he say?
He said, thanks for asking for his consent for all the things you want to put inside him.
Hey, don't forget I own you, R3.
Moss, did you find the phallic objects that Erudi told you that he needed?
Hold on, they can't hear him. They can't hear him.
Hey, thanks. I'm glad to be here.
So Erudi made a mistake. No weapons are allowed in the city, so we have to leave all of our weapons behind.
Okay, well, like I was super useful with mine anyway.
That last
You
fight
keep
you were.
saying that, except you have probably done the most damage with your pistol.
Yeah.
I just need to
I'm
hit.
just
Is
saying.
the thing. I just need to hit. That's what I need.
When Erudi was rolling for you, you did well.
Yeah.
I was
No.
gonna
Have you
say-
seen me roll?
Whenever
back
you
from the
told
banana store?
R3 that you owned
Oh,
him,
yeah.
he muttered, "We'll see how much long that lasts."
All right, settle down, buddy. We'll make it look good. All right, you won't even feel it when I put it in there.
So Moss, you get for your
7.
benefits today, you get 7 force tokens, and
Keep
one
your
of
old one.
those was from fan art, I believe,
Oh
right?
my god, what's that? That's weird.
That was
What?
the from Eccentric,
it?
right?
Was it a booming noise?
I didn't hear whatever she heard, but yes, I believe that was from Eccentric. That's correct.
Nice. Thank you, Eccentric, and thank you everybody for all of the. Vijay. Wait, Michaela says Vijay.
Yeah, it was from Vijaya.
Do I need to go and check out what Vijay did?
Yeah, just Google search Vijay and you should find it.
Sweet. I might learn something.
Do it. We are curious. I know you were. We didn't get a chance to intro you, so welcome back to the show, Moss. Did you?
thank
I know you said the reason you were late was because of the Biden economy. Buying new phallic objects off the market is very expensive. So you're going to go try to find some used ones. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah. I mean, they weren't in the best condition, so of course I obviously haggled them down for a lower price, but ultimately I came out on top.
Well,
You should come out on bottom.
if it's an inanimate phallic object, it's really up to you which side you come up on. So that's good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I have all the control.
All the control. Not much has changed, to be honest with you. We bantered for a little bit, and they are just now getting ready to try to leave to go into Cloud City, but realize their weapons are going to get confiscated. So they're debating on what they will sneak in. So that's where you are.
Gotcha. All right.
Stun batons and knives are allowed.
Ooh. I like that. Let's see.
Well, then I guess I won't try to sneak anything in.
What is it? Just weapons we have to give up?
Yes.
Yep. You can bring knives and stun batons if you have any.
I have neither. I can bring some of those stimulants so we can turn into Bane.
They might consider that contraband.
It's a potential plan.
What are you talking about? I'm asthmatic. It's my medicine.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. So it sounds like nobody's smuggling on anything other than an attempt for stun grenades, and of course the smuggled lightsaber in a stun baton.
I'm not trying to smuggle them. I think Skak is just assuming they're going to allow them because they're stun grenades.
Oh, got it. All right. So you guys head to the door then. R3's coming with you. R3 doesn't have any built-in weapons, I don't think. So he should be good too.
Just his dome.
Just his dome and his little shocker claw, which is fine. So you go to the door and you walk out to them saying, I swear I had 500 credits. Can you please just lend me 5 so I can go to the vending machine? Oh, there they are.
You're lucky to have any credits. I'm completely out.
Never mind that. Are you ready for your weapon scans?
Yeah, I mean, we put everything on the ship.
Wonderful. Stun batons and knives are allowed, and... what are those? Grenades?
Yeah, they're stun grenades. They're pretty much the same thing as a stun baton. It's a little more protection for us.
He blinks and looks down at his document. I don't know if those are authorized. I might have to phone this up to Central.
They are stunned.
Yeah, you can tell here. Look, you see this pin? And he's going to point out all the intricacies of a stun grenade and try to explain how it's different from a frag grenade or a thermal detonator.
I mean, you could try calling, but aren't they really busy?
That's an argument. So that sounds like we're going for a persuasion check on this guy.
Could I assist in saying that it would just save everybody a little bit of time if you just counted it along as a stun weapon?
A ranged stun baton if you're nasty.
Ranged stun baton? Yes, 2 of you can make an assist check on Anya's attempt to persuade. So that would be Moss and Caleb.
All right.
I did swoosh, right? Yeah, okay.
Let me drop a force point because we got so many from our lovely chat.
You see this? First roll of the night. 4.
Amazing. But hey, it turned out to be a 13. So that is +2 from each of you. So, Sebs, you'll be making this with a +4. A +4.
Right. I'm using a force point.
Plus 9 now.
Jesus.
I don't think she can fail now.
Yeah,
Can
I mean, if
she?
she rolls a 1, maybe.
Just
Okay,
sitting at like a
I'm
plus 20 right now.
Use the far-seeing token.
Oh, you
Oh my
to use that
God.
on me. This is not
No?
that important.
Okay. All right. Okay.
She doesn't just like go for like a slight win. She like, goes for the jugular. She's like, I'm gonna kill him on this roll.
22.
God. he looks at the list, looks at you guys, and looks at his schedule. Well, I suppose if I just listed it as a stun weapon, they probably wouldn't scrutinize that too much. Fine. He'll just, instead of putting stun grenades or stun batons, just list several stun weapons.
Perfect, because I also have one stun grenade.
I grab his cheek. You're a good man, Joe, and walk past him.
Joe? Never mind. And he's going to scan the rest of you, and I'm gonna roll something here to myself.
Oh no.
That's not good. He's rolling something.
I thought about it, Orman.
Does Zen have something else hidden on him?
No, Zen doesn't. I
Didn't,
mean,
like, break a bone and put a metal plate
I
in,
will
or
give him.
like get a
I will
grill
give
on your
him
teeth.
5 credits so he can stop by the vending machine. I hear you're low on cash.
He looks a little flustered and embarrassed. Thank you for this tip. You're all good. Your scans have come through clean, and you may continue on.
most excellent.
Thank you.
That poor man. Apparently, he doesn't know where he kept his credits. Hopefully, he'll find them.
Yeah, that's so weird how that happens
So
to people.
weird. So weird. So he will go off to the vending machine, and there are 2 cloud security guys who like guard each of the docking bay doors, so they're still there, but the bureaucrats, they move on. And you guys are now in Cloud City. You can start moving around at your leisure. What is your plan?
Do we?
Oh, we don't see the.
I want to say, do we have a map?
You do not have a map.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Maps? Okay.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm still trying to put my battle armor in here.
Okay. I think the first point where we need to go is 1, we need to find food. And then 2, we need to go to the arena where all the gambling is taking place, because that is where the hut is going to be. Hopefully, food and gambling are together.
Yes, while you all are doing that, I am going to ask around, 1, about our slaver friends, just to get an idea of where they might be, and 2, about anybody selling, I don't know, something that may not be on the rules.
Okay.
So,
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
hang
We
on a
do that.
sec. I'll go with you. They're not going to ask too many questions if they see a Trandoshan asking about slavers.
well,
Okay,
perfect.
Dina and I will go get food and go to the gambling area.
Okay.
I'll just nod. Yeah.
So Dina and Anya have a little girls' trip to get some girl dinner, and
girl dinner.
That sounds so bad.
It's a girl dinner. We're out for the night.
Jesus Christ.
Little did they know, we actually just went shopping.
Dinner, and the
We were
vibe is
looking-
alright.
We were looking for pants that would give Dina more of an oomph.
Before they leave, though,
Ooh.
I'm gonna
He does
tap
need a oomph.
Dina.
Oh, yes.
You need to let your hair down. You look much better without this thing in it.
Don't
As
touch
well
me.
as, hey, a place like this, they're not going to be very happy with somebody looking as uptight as you are. You came into that hut's palace, hair down, freedom is what they saw. If you got your hair all uptight, you're going to look like an easy target.
Perhaps you have a point. All right.
Oh my God.
Now, see, that's more like
Of
it.
course, of
Wow.
course, of course.
Actually, I do feel much better, more free.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. But let's go find you some good pants. I think first. Let's do that.
Skak is just standing like right in between the 2 of them, and he's just like, "What the
What
hell are you
hell's
doing?"
going on, man?
Did they,
I'll tell.
do they have
Dina-
anywhere around here that does a good BBL?
Well, Dina, they actually have pants that kind of enhance the goods that you already have to make it look like you have more of a butt.
Goods that I already have.
Anya
Your
takes her to a cybernetic.
You have to have them first, Anya.
But you
Come now, unless you're willing to let me borrow some, I don't think there's any to play with.
I think you obviously do have a butt. I think we can find you some pants that are going to be extremely flattering.
Well, I'll take your word for it. You are the more shapely one.
An investigation check to see if you can find such a thing.
Good butt pants.
Okay, I'm spending a force token on this.
Investigation,
Would it
like
Would it
gather
be
information.
persuasion?
Gather information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
That's what I
so
was also hoping to do with Sky.
force point. Okay, one.
Are you helping me on this, or are we doing separate rolls?
Oh, that's a good question, Erudi.
You can do it either way. You can each do your own investigations,
Okay.
or you can try to help one person
All
do
right.
it to give them higher odds.
So I have a 5, and I rolled a 7 for my force token.
I have a 9, but I rolled a 1 for my force token.
Well, it sounds like you're rolling separately. Or, well, no, that's not true. You could be assisting.
We'll just roll separately and see how we do it.
Oh my.
29.
Holy shit.
Well, Mossy it's not just limited to Call of Cthulhu, if that makes you feel any better. I think Mossy's gonna cry.
Amazing. Isn't it wild, Moss? Isn't it wild?
Can I
But
have one
Moss,
thing?
let me tell you something. Moss, let me tell you something. We had a campaign right before this. It's a private group, Sevy's in it with a bunch of players, and I gave her 3 perception checks across the entire session. She rolled a natural 20 on all 3 of them.
Yep.
I don't understand. I don't even care if she rolls well in this one. I just want to roll well myself. I just want one thing. Like, oh yeah, thanks Evie for finding my pants. I would have liked to have found them myself. Thank you. I want to pick them out myself.
Well, Anya knows a thing or two about being stacked, so she's able to locate some. But she finds several brand options, in fact. Some of them are better than others. She finds some Twi'lek twerkers, which are kind of the premier brand. Those ones give you the most round on your rump. There's also the Rhodian rump boosters. They're kind of the knockoff that the lower class people are buying. And then there is like sort of the alternative brand for people who don't want the status quo and they want something that looks a little or is shaped a little bit different, called the Hut Hip Slingers.
The Hut? No, I will
Do they
buy
come in-
Tina the fanciest ones.
Do they come in plaid?
I mean, the idea is that I think they're under your clothing, but
Oh.
they can
I
be
wasn't
plaid, sure.
Well, clearly I wasn't entirely sure what it was I was looking for, hence the 13.
Yes, clearly. Clearly. So you get some Twi'lek twerkers.
I think we should get it, and I think Dina should re-roll to see if it makes it look like she has a bigger butt.
Oh, the Twi'lek twerkers just come with a stat. But you know, we could roll for it though. Actually, that's not a bad idea. So roll a 1d20 for the Twi'lek twerkers, and because they're Twi'lek twerkers, it comes with a default +5 because they are the premier brand. And these are 100 credits to purchase because they're so good.
You're asking me to roll a d20? Have you been seeing how I'm rolling d20s?
Do you want me to roll a 1d20 for you? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna roll a 1d20. I rolled a 10. Can we use my 10 at least? Because I was the one who found them.
So you're gonna like take her to the girls' dressing room and help her fit on her booty
Yeah.
shorts? Is this the plan? Okay.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, so it adds about a 15 to your endowment roll for the booty.
Wow!
That's
What was
pretty
my
good.
endowment roll? What was my endowment roll?
It was low as shit.
It was really damn
was it
low.
a-
It was like
Was it
12 or something
20s?
like that.
Oh, it was 12?
It was pretty bad.
So I'm almost in the 30th percentile.
Suddenly, Dina is popping. She is popping.
Wow. Well, don't mind if I do.
Incredible.
Okay. All right, then we're gonna go find food now that Dina is all ready.
Yeah, I have all this extra room for calories.
Oh, in the store. Oh God, the store you bought it from, by the way, was called Galactic Glutes. Whole variety there for you. But all right, so you're off doing that stuff. You go to get your food now. Like you said, you got room for extra calories. Meanwhile, the people who are doing serious work, we got Skak and Caleb.
Yes, Skak and Zen
Sam.
are walking. Zen's pulling the tag off of his Twi'lek twerkers and tossing it in a trash can.
Wow. Wow. He's had them
what
the
do you-
whole time.
What do you think's the better play here? I mean, should I tell him you're my slave?
We could probably just ask around. Maybe, we're in the market for a nice Wookiee fur coat because, you know, no good Trandoshan slaver would go anywhere without one.
I don't think we should be talking about Wookiees. I mean, these people might be associated with the Wookiee we're looking for, so...
That they are, so, You know what? Just follow my lead.
Okay, but, I mean, you're... how do I put this delicately? Do you think anyone's gonna buy that you're looking for a slaver?
Fair point. But I'm pretty good at this sort of thing.
Why don't you just, Here, let me... He pulls his, shoulder cape off and tries to tie your Leku back into your little shawl thing that you're wearing. Just to kind of hide it. Just say you're, Wait, what could you're purple, right? What else has purple skin?
I mean, look at me.
Just say you're a Duros who got a little sick on his way over here.
See, this is why I like you Trandoshans. Good sir. I'm gonna roll a gather information check just to ask around about both slavers, and I'm also looking for people who might be selling some untoward equipment.
I think that gives you a bonus, right? What do you have to? What's the number you have to beat to give the help action?
Oh, there went the roadcaster, I think.
Erudi, what's
It's
the number
early
that
tonight.
he has to beat?
I feel like,
Was
isn't
he
that early
talking?
tonight?
Oh, we can't
Yep.
see it. Yeah, we can't hear it. So, wow, it's early today.
And it's funny every time, man. Top exports for
By Bib Fortuna, so tricked into slavery.
Oh, wait, what's that? That's not... Okay, I can hear more
sounds
feedback
like a different microphone.
and an echo.
I think it was, but I think he
Slight
got rid of
echo.
it.
Yeah, maybe he fixed it. Okay, can you try talking over there? I think we can hear you typing.
I'm not typing anything.
Oh, we
Oh.
can hear you though through your
Yeah,
webcam
you're-
It's
mic.
the wrong mic, I know. The other mic's not up yet.
There you
There it
go.
is.
There you go.
Perfect. I'm getting a little bit faster every single time at getting that shit turned around. It's so annoying, man.
Here before
All
too
right.
long, you'll be able to anticipate it and nip it in the bud before it happens.
I wish there was like some sort of script or something I could write, but I don't know what could possibly help me with that. What was I even answering? I already forgot.
How much do you need for a help action? What's the DC for that?
A 10.
10. Beat it. So that's just a 1 or a 2 to the
2.
That's a 1, I think.
2.
Yeah, it's +2 in this system. It's +1 in Savage Worlds.
So I got to 21.
All right. What do you mean by untowards equipment?
Looking for like a black market,
Guns.
people who are selling weapons. Guns. We need lots of guns.
Oh.
Looking for an architect room.
So you ask around asking about weapons and did you say slavers?
Yeah.
Okay. The slavers, you do get a few hits about some people who are underhandedly selling slaves here on Cloud City. Weapons, however, not so much. They have that locked down pretty tight, it seems like. Certainly nobody on this market who's willing to sell to someone without a higher reputation, we will say.
I see. Well, thank you for your time.
We never got the name of the Trandoshan who wore this armor, did we? I was gonna say I could try to pass myself off as him, but that might be suspicious to these people.
Yeah, you did not get that.
Well, they all look the same.
But yeah, so the slavers, did you just ask if there were slavers, or were you asking for more details than that?
More details. He's got a vested interest in getting as many details as possible.
So there are several slavers on here. Probably the one, though, that you care about is there is a Wookiee slaver that has made his way onto the station, who's got some cargo he's looking to sell. Good old Itchy.
So Itchy is here. Good to know. Well, I'll keep an eye out.
Do we get a specific location or time that he's planning on selling these people in a certain place?
He makes his way through various points around the Sabak tournament looking for buyers. In terms of what he's got on his manifest, that information's not available.
All right.
Well, thank you, young chap. Have a good day.
He nods and he puts away his secure data pad and slinks away into the shadows. The sleazy little contact of yours. And so you go back and you tell Skak this. Or I guess Skak was with you.
Yeah.
But now that he's gone, what next?
Well, we should probably find our companions, make our way to the Sabak tournament. I know that's where they said they wanted to go.
It's going to be really hard to kill this guy without my tools.
Well,
I'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
All right, so you make your way back out to try to find Anya and Dina, who are currently enjoying some cuisine. You guys, lots of food options are out and around the upcoming Sabak tournament here. I don't know what your diet preferences are, but all sorts of good things. Delicious ribs, tacos, vegetarian platters, blue milk, whatever you want.
Yes to the tacos and ribs.
I don't know. I was thinking about giving keto a try, but
Are you serious?
well, kind of. I don't know. There's lots of protein and
No, Dina,
Are you
if
saying
you
it's a
need
bad idea?
anything, it's protein as well as a crap ton of carbs. I mean, look at you.
Are you saying I'm thin?
Yes.
Well, I say. Fine, tacos it is.
Zen's
you
eating
go.
like everything.
By the way,
Flour ones.
I was gonna suggest that if you guys don't know where to get guns, we could talk to Switch or Stitch or whatever his name is.
Oh, Switch, yeah.
I don't think we need to
I don't-
worry about that right now. I mean, we can't exactly go walking around with them. There's probably
Yeah.
multiple checkpoints anyway.
I could
That's true.
probably hide one in this thing, and I'll point to my ass.
Besides, if we're not walking around with guns, that means most everyone else here isn't walking around with guns.
R3 will go,
R3, please.
Well, they do look really good.
The Twi'lek Twerkers, huh? I am familiar.
How are you?
Wait,
familiar?
how are you? Yeah, how are you?
Anyway,
familiar?
we need to figure out how to get into the Sabbat.
I feel like we're losing
perhaps,
focus here.
Perhaps, what's the best way to secure an invitation?
Take it off of someone else.
Well,
Or pay your way in.
Sure, take all the fun out of it.
Do
Well,
we
less
know-
trouble that way. Then someone's not coming after us.
do you
Yeah,
know how
I
much it
think
costs to gain entry, or is it an invite only type situation?
All very good questions. You haven't asked any of these questions yet, so you're not sure.
Okay.
Well.
All right. Well, I think the first thing we need to do is speak with some sort of perhaps a commissioner of the tournament or.
Hey, you kid! I just pointed a kid in the diner.
Well, that works.
not a
that
child, but someone young. You know?
Works. No, that works. They might
And,
have information. That's a good
yeah,
idea.
Not a child, just a baby goat.
Yes. And I'm just like, hey, how do you get into the Sabak tournament?
Give me a gather information check to see if you find a kid who knows what the hell he's talking about.
I'm just pointing at the nearest person. I'm not the person to actually look around for it.
Okay.
Dina, do you want?
You want to try?
I'm just seeing if someone just pointing out a random person knows.
Sure, if it's a random kid, he'll just be like, I don't know, man. I just work here over at the food stand. I don't do anything with the tournament. I can
You
sell
don't
some
know who we have to
peanuts.
talk to for that?
I could ask my
No, go back to your work. You're useless.
Okay.
Okay. I
Not
will
leaving him
then
a tip.
roll. I'll roll gather information then. Oh, I only got a 2 for a force point.
Can I assist? Well. Oh wait, I
roll
rolled,
my
I rolled
own.
in my force point. Let's see.
Well,
Gather.
Caleb rolled a 23.
Five.
So what's the point of rolling here? There you go.
Ah, there you
God.
go, Moss.
Finally. Let's
I
go.
I don't know if you guys are watching chat at all, but they're like going into like the bootynomics of all your endowments. Apparently, Sevi's is twice as big, even with Dina's enhancements. Insane.
I did roll high.
Insane. Yeah, with that, you're able to get quite a bit of information. Maybe you chase down the kid and you actually do speak to his manager, and the manager will say, oh yeah, the Cloud City Tabak Tournament's an annual thing. It's one of the most highly publicized Tabak tournaments in the galaxy. It's being held over at the Royal Casino. He's going to point just across the way. This is a big one though. The buy-in's 10,000 credits per person.
Well, damn. I do have a new suit of armor that I was looking to sell.
You mean the armor that I'm wearing?
Right, did we not make that trade yet?
Is it
My gosh, make up your mind. Did we
10,000?
trade it or not?
We traded.
10,000
We traded.
credits
Okay.
per person if you
Oh
want
my
to enter the
God.
tournament. The
I've
winner though
only
takes
got-
the entire prize.
I've only got just over 1,000.
We don't have enough money for
I've
that.
got a suit of armor that would typically go for I don't know, around 8,000 credits.
They may not want to buy that armor, though. I mean, I made it look pretty good, but I mean, someone with a really keen eye might be able to tell it's from Stormtrooper armor.
Does anyone know where we can find an alchemy table? I've got a bunch of blue mountain flowers and butterfly wings.
What the hell? What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Different universe.
R3 says, I think she's lost her damn mind.
Just been playing too much of that video game during our downtime.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can sell this armor somewhere. And then I'll be relatively close. That'll put me around close to 9,000 credits, depending on if somebody's willing to buy it for full price. Dina, would you like to come with me?
Oh,
You're pretty good with your words.
good save. Yes, I'll join you.
Sorry, I spent so much time in that hot palace.
I'll send a message to Switch and ask him if he knows of a way to get into the tournament without having to pay 10,000 credits.
All right, Switch. You reach out to Switch. He's going to inform you there's no way to shortcut the entry fee. That's just unavoidable.
I wonder if there are any purple Twi'leks
What
that you
about
could take the place of.
making it look like I wired 10,000 credits in a way that won't be discovered for at least 5 days?
Well, then you're just going to be wanted in more places than one.
How would you get that? I'm sorry. How would you get the credits for that or the fake transfer?
I don't know.
Sure. If you have some way, obviously, Switch will say if there's some way you have to fool the computer systems at Cloud City, which are some of the most expensive and sophisticated ones out there.
Never mind.
We're not criminals, Erudi. You tell us how we can do that. we don't know.
I mean,
I'm just asking. I don't know
Switch is
what
saying
other.
he doesn't have a way to do
Switch-
that for you, but if you have a way, sure, yeah, that would get you into the tournament.
Wait.
I don't have a way to do it. I thought that maybe Switch would have connections of a hacker or somebody that could like fool the system so that it wouldn't be like found. But if it's not possible, it's not possible.
Switch is he's got good contacts, he says, but the trouble here is Cloud City's notoriously difficult to hack, and the cost of the hacker to get in would probably be not worth the price of the tournament entry fee.
Okay.
You know, when is the tournament again?
It is.
I mean, I could hack into it.
Sure.
I mean, if we have enough time, surely there's plenty of politician and
In the next day.
in the next day.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I was thinking perhaps there would be plenty of politicians and all kinds of celebrities and things of that nature. Perhaps blackmail to get onto the card is.
Oh,
An
I'm
option?
sorry, I didn't.
Maybe
I didn't
it's
finish
somebody
giving
that-
Switch's answer. So his suggestion is going to be, he might be able to grease some wheels and possibly get somebody on, say, security for checking for cheating during the tournament, that sort of thing.
That's true. We don't have to play the game.
That would be probably the only thing he'd be able to do. But that would, if you're having him make those connections for you, come with a cost, and he'd have to get back to you about what that cost is going to be.
Yeah, why don't we go through?
I think it might be easier. Sorry, Scat, go ahead.
Why don't we go through our less sketchy friend first? What's the captain's name on the ship again? I can't remember. I have to scroll through to find her.
Captain O'Keefe.
Why don't we see if O'Keefe can reach out to a certain someone who can spot us the money?
Yeah, the politician.
Or what about the admiral?
senator?
Perhaps the
Hey, what-
rebellion has some spare credits that they
Let's
can
not
use?
say that out loud. What were you saying, Dina?
Oh well, I was saying perhaps the admiral as well. Maybe he's got some spare credits for the rebellion fund that he can spare.
That makes sense.
Okay, you guys, we can't say stuff like this out loud. The
Oh, the
R
admiral's
word.
the admiral's just a nickname. He's actually my
Yeah,
own.
but you said the R word.
Oh, did I
on.
say I was talking about electrical components?
Ah, yes, the Rebellion Z5540. I know what you're talking about. It's a specific type of wire. He's looking
Yeah,
around for like cameras.
With a lot of resistance.
Yeah. I will then send a message to our contact and ask them if they have a way in or if they have the cash to get us in.
O'Keefe will immediately tell you we definitely don't have the cash. And she feels it would be risky to try to reach out to the resurgence from here. Is it an emergency to get into this tournament? She will ask. Because it's pretty high risk. She's going to have to send a message out to the resurgence that could be intercepted by who knows who.
Okay. I will say we will check to see if the person we're looking for is there, but if they are there, then we have to get in somehow.
All right, she'll be on standby.
Maybe O'Keefe, you can look into where we can go to get me access to something that can put us on a list somewhere, so we actually have access to the event. I mean, it's going to get us closer to our targets, so.
Okay. Yeah, she'll say, yeah, I'll see if I can't find some more information for you guys. Have you had any luck tracking down Darga? Do you even know if he's here?
Oh, I'm not talking, sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's the one that's going to be there. That's why we're trying to get in.
Okay, all right. I was just confirming. I'm not on the ground with you guys. You know, I'm stuck here back at the ship like I always am. Just me and Crash.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid names. That's why I said targets. But, I mean, it seems like everyone here is just willy-nilly with proper nouns. So, you know, I guess if we want to get discovered.
Have you had any luck with the targets there? There you go. But all right, yeah, she will look to see if there's any angles she can get from where she's at the ship. She'll search around for some information for you.
Cool.
I want to see if there is a place I can go to sell this armor.
Sure.
Oh, yes, we were going to go and do that.
There are lots of shops here on Cloud City, for sure, where you could probably sell things. Let me see.
Actually, it might have increased value because it's +1. I gotta check and see what that does for it.
You find a place called Skyforge Armory, and they sell various types of armor there.
Brilliant. I will strut in with it around my shoulder, with it in a bag around my shoulder, and I'll set it down on the counter. Hi, I got a exotic item that I found, and I'm looking to sell it.
Okay, what do you got there?
Oh, my uncle's old armor. He passed, and when he did, he passed this down to me. It is a bit worked on. It has been modified to be even better than the standard issue, but I'll open it up. It's a Stormtrooper.
It doesn't look
+1.
like Stormtrooper armor. It's just the plates from the Stormtrooper armor modified into a new shape. But that's what I was saying. Like maybe a keen-eyed person would notice that it's Stormtrooper armor. But it's also worth. Let's see, Stormtrooper armor. What's the base?
8,000.
Okay, it's worth 2,000 more than that. It's worth 10,000. The market value. So obviously you can't sell it to him for that much. But.
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna look at this armor. Huh, this is unique. I don't know what kind of market I'd have for that here. How much are you trying to part with it for?
Oh, let's say 9,500 credits. I'll cut you a deal.
Yes, I don't think that's going to be within my range. But
Surely you don't have any other armor here with ablative coating and kinetic barriers. This is definitely worth his asking price, and you'll definitely find a buyer for it, especially around here with the tournament going on.
Oh, especially with the tournament going on. Lots of exotic politicians, people who want nice pieces to add to their collection.
There's going to be a big winner.
It's
And that
true.
winner could be you.
You guys are trying to sell it to for 500 credits less than what it's worth.
Yes. Give me a persuasion check at a -10.
-10?
I
Yeah.
will help you out.
Okay.
I like
not
to think
only
Skak is
the
probably
value
there, like
insane.
at the door of the store, and just looking at you like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Oh, hey. Okay.
Not only is the value
I
insane, but he
understand.
knows his own customer base on this station.
Okay. So I got a +8 total, so I'm taking it at a -2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Persuasion with a -2. Come on, baby.
Yeah, but then
Let's
plus
go.
2 from ley lines. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh my God, Moss! Why do you roll like this?
I don't fucking know, man. If I knew, I wouldn't do it.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not convinced at all. He's like, I don't have people who are looking for barriers such as this, and I would not be able to market this at the markup I would need to for this cost anyways. You might have better luck selling this to a private buyer.
Got something that you would recommend?
As you said, it's a tournament with lots of people with deep pockets. Surely you'll be able to find someone.
Well, your loss. Have a good evening.
Good evening.
Zen, it was kind of hard to hear from over here, but did you just try to sell him that for 9,500 credits?
What? No, that would make absolutely no sense. It's like market value is 10,000 credits, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry, I probably misheard. Did you say
Can I
950?
do?
Yeah,
Can I do
El's
gather
over here, so-
information on the hut every day?
Yes. So you are gonna ask around and see if Darg is here or how you can get in
Yeah,
touch with
while
them.
they're
type stuff?
shopping.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use Farseem token on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Are
check
you
my
gonna-
data bet.
Before you make the roll, are you doing any bribes with it?
Yes.
How much?
Would I know? Would 200 be enough, or would the bribe need to be higher?
It depends on the difficulty you think this is going to be. So it is gather information.
So what would like the standard really be, like generally? Because I don't know.
So it takes 1d6 hours of work and oops, I went too far. Secrets and rumors. So for simple news and rumors, so just some general information like, hey, have you guys even heard about this guy being around, is about 50 credits. To get something more specific, like a location or what he's up to, is about 500 credits. If it requires any sort of secret information, it can escalate up to as high as 5,000 in bribes, is what you're going to want.
All right.
So in
Because
this
I want.
case, the
because I want-
DC, he's going to be probably difficult. This is a DC 25. The bribe, it says 500 credits is what you're going to want.
Okay. All right, I'll do 500 credits then.
Okay.
And this is gather information. So I got a 4. Okay, so the first one. Yes! Oh, I don't need to roll again. I got a natural 20, and Moss just died.
Moss just pulled a trans person.
And this is how you do it, boys.
I tell you what, man. It must be nice to exist at 70. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, you do a pretty thorough job. So despite the bribes and your incredible roll, you are unable to ascertain if Darga is on the station, but what you do find out is that there was a worker who works in flight control. And when you mention that, Darga and how he thought he was coming here and where he came from, he did remember that there was a private yacht named the Glorious Chariot that came in from Cato Nemoidia just about a day or two before you guys. And while the owner of the yacht was unlisted and he was unaware of who exactly was on there, it's the only yacht from Cato Nemoidia that has arrived.
Does he know where that guy's staying, where that person is staying?
He doesn't know where the individual is staying. He knows where it's docked, although that is privileged information, he says, as you hand over the credits to bribe him. And then he says, oh, maybe not so privileged. It's up in the VIP dignitary and bureaucrat landing platform of Cloud City.
Okay. All right. I'll pass on that information to the group when they're finished with their shopping.
Anya, I need you to sell this armor for me.
Okay.
You know,
Alright.
I'm not really sure I like this whole idea of us trading armors as if you're going to get the full value out of that. I mean, I made that armor,
And
we all killed the
Trandoshan.
Trandoshan.
Before we do that, I have one more little idea. I would like to see if I can figure out if there are any highfalutin, high-profile individuals attending this tournament, specifically ones who may have a reputation for being a little dirty.
Oh no.
A little dirty.
Yeah, crooked, not, horny.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what you're in. I thought maybe those booty shorts are getting to your head, man.
Oh, maybe a
maybe
little
you were
horny.
looking for
Maybe a little
Nanya.
horny.
Well, I could go back to my old dance days.
Can I do a gather info, or do I need to ask somebody in
Yeah.
particular?
Give me a gather info.
Force point 5. I'm doing good on my force points. 25. All right, we'll take that.
My damn screen go. All right, there we go. 25. Yeah, so you actually get a pretty good idea of some of the big players that are going to be here. There are 5 in particular who are probably going to be of significant interest. There is somebody named Kreeska, who's a Rhodian gambler who's made a name for himself as an exceptionally aggressive competitor. He's very well known. He wears like a bulky jacket made of crate dragon leather, and he really likes to show off as well.
Oh, let's kill him for that jacket.
There's somebody named Silas Draver, a human gambler, suave and sophisticated, long black hair pulled back in a ponytail and a mustache that droops down to both sides of his mouth. Very confident, well-known gambler. And then there's Lady Marana Fiaro. She's a Hapen woman who looks as though she just stepped out of a royal court. She definitely seems like she's made for money and has a good pedigree. And then Coramo Moro is a starship captain who just happens to be a good gambler. So he's got a pretty strong reputation, but maybe not quite what you're looking for, as you described. And then Vorn Zadeh is an Nemodian woman who's a skilled tabak player who is relatively unknown to people in the tournament circuit, but what stands out about her entry is that she was a minor dignitary in the Trade Federation during the Clone Wars, and still somehow came out with some wealth despite the decline of Cato Nemoidia after, it fell from grace. So there you go. Those are probably the 5 people that would stand out to you.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'll give them all the info that I just heard, that I learned about some of the competitors there. And I'll say, I'm thinking perhaps if we can, I don't know, gather some dirt on one of them. They can either, 1, forfeit their place and cede it to us, or 2, perhaps we can gain some credits to gain entry. Because it seems like that might be the only way that we're going to get close
I
to the
would recommend.
target.
I would recommend we persuade them instead of trying to intimidate them with blackmail.
I mean,
How
I
are
think
we
I'm-
going to?
I'm not-
That brings up a good point. But how are we going to persuade someone to give us 10,000 credits for entry?
Look, I'm
we-
confident that I can get us in there. I mean, we just have to forge identity cards and make up a good story.
We just show our value. We offer our services. Maybe we offer to be their bodyguards or something.
We might. I don't know if this place has any sort of custodial crew. We could also try to maybe get some uniforms, sneak in that way.
Or perhaps if we offer, perhaps this the Silas Draver. He seems like he might be ready to make a deal. I'm wondering, perhaps if we were to offer him a cut, if we were to win the tournament, perhaps he'd buy our way in.
That's cheating. I like it.
Erudi, do we have to buy or do we have to pay to attend? Can we just attend without like participating in the gambling?
You can. There are ways to view, but it wouldn't be on the floor. So you either have to be on a guest list with somebody, security, or participating in the tournament to be on the actual floor at the tables. But there are viewing ports like all around the place. There are TVs you can watch through at the cantinas.
Guest list.
So those are
options.
options.
I think we just talked to one of them getting their guest list.
Seduce Silas.
You're going to get 2 communications at this point. One of them is coming from Captain O'Keefe, and the other an unknown
take that.
line.
I'll take the one from O'Keefe. She's probably getting back to me.
Then who's getting the unknown one?
Okay, I'll answer it then.
I'll say I don't have a comm link, so.
So I will.
Can I
start
buy
with,
a comm link while I'm in Cloud City? By the way, I'll just buy one. How much is it?
I'll look it up for you here in just a second. I don't think it's too much.
I'll just look it up while you're running the game.
Well, I appreciate that. So we'll go to Skak first. Skak, the call you're getting is from O'Keefe, and O'Keefe will say,
Talk to me, babe. What you got?
"Not what you're looking for," she will say. So I got a really strange message. I haven't found what you're looking for, by the way, but I got this encrypted message. It said, "If you are wise, you will stop asking so many questions. It is a long drop through the clouds, and enemies of the hut have a bad habit of vanishing."
Oh.
They sent that message to you,
Yes,
but you didn't do anything.
I know, which tells me whoever this is knows things. Crash did manage to trace the message back to a computer terminal in one of the more industrial areas of Cloud City. I can give you directions if you want to check it out. But other than that,
Hell
I
yeah,
don't have
I
any more
do.
information. All right, I'm sending those over to you. Careful. That's quite the threat. You might want to tread carefully.
By the
Yeah.
way, I went ahead and bought a long range one just for future reference.
Okay.
All right, and then I'll answer the other call.
So you get a call from Switch.
Hey, Switch.
I've been doing some considering, and I have thoughts about how we might still have a beneficial relationship here in regards to the tournament. If you do manage to find your way onto the floor, whether it be through security or otherwise, I was thinking we could make a little arrangement. Are you aware of any of the guests who are going to be playing at the tables?
Yes.
Then you might have heard of one Korama Moro.
The ship captain.
Wait. Yeah, Captain Moro. I have a working relationship with Korama. And I have a vested interest in him winning this tournament. If you could use your influences to ensure this happens, me and the captain would be willing to cut you in to a percentage of the winnings.
Let me think about it.
Something
As it
for
is
you
right
to
now.
consider.
Yeah. As it is right now, we don't have a way in. But I'll let you know. Thanks.
Very well. Switch out.
Do you tell us about that?
Yeah. I don't feel comfortable with that.
Wow.
That's way too risky. Hell no.
It's also
I
really
feel
risky.
perfectly comfortable with that. Especially if your friend can get us in as security. I overheard your conversation earlier, and he said he might be able to get us in for a small price.
No, he
Well,
didn't
one
Go to
say
him
that.
for that. I can do that.
Switch said he could get one of us in, but it would cost. But under security.
Well,
Yeah,
if
don't
it's-
even worry about that. I can do anything his
No.
guys can do.
Well, hold on. If it gets us into the tournament and we get a cut of the jackpot if he wins, I'd say it's a win-win.
No,
For
because
all
it
of us.
exposes Anya.
It exposes me. It's too risky. And that's
me,
not what we're here for.
Well, let me go in. I have a way with words that might be able to sway this, especially if we're in as security.
Yeah,
Couple
Zen,
people
I don't
get
think
spotted.
you're understanding of what he's asking. He's asking her to do special things, things
Oh,
that not everyone can do.
There are still ways that some people may come upon misfortune in this tournament, I would say.
I think we should just avoid the whole thing. I mean, that exposes us a little too much.
Yeah.
Well, if that's
I
what you
agree.
guys think is best.
The only way we're going to expose ourselves is with a huge explosion, all right?
Let's go to this location that Scat got and figure out what's going on.
We should be very careful. If it's someone on the hut's payroll,
Yeah, well, we'll just remind them what happened to his palace, and they might back off a little bit.
So you want to head straight to this location?
On our way, I want to pull Zen aside and just kind of
Okay.
have a bit of a private with him and just say,
oh, I've been waiting for this.
Oh god.
yes,
Kisty girl.
it's the butt, isn't it? Yes, I know. Trust me, I've been working very hard for it. Say, I tend to be in agreement with you in regards to this Cormo Moro. I say that you and I should at the very least go and talk to him.
I like where your head's at. I fully agree with you. I mean, why would we throw away this amazing opportunity for financial benefit?
Yes, well, I mean, if nothing else, it gets us closer to our target, but why not make a little money if it helps us out in the long term? But I see no better way for all of us to get in.
At the very least, let's scout him out. Maybe see where his head's at.
I agree. And let's keep this a little bit hush from the other two. They are very concerned. We're not going to do anything stupid, right? We're
course
just,
not.
yeah.
God.
It'll be our little secret. The first
Oh
of many.
god. All the wrong phrases for how things go wrong.
And Skak and Anya are walking together, and he's just like, man, they're kind of being stupid. They're not going to go and do something dumb, are they?
Probably they will. So I think
I feel like they don't really fully grasp the situation that you're in uniquely.
I'm not doing that. That's not gonna go well. I think I do have a question. I think Switch said that he could get us a job in security. I wonder if he can get all of us in outside of his favor.
I feel like you guys don't listen to me sometimes.
No, you said you think you can you think you can pull it off, but we also know that they have really high security system, which is gonna be really hard for us to get through.
I could get through anything. I think. Probably. It's like a 90% chance.
If they can have somebody just add us into the roster, that would be something different than, say, you trying to hack your way into the most secure computer system.
We can look around for options.
Okay.
I would say we're sitting at like a 75% chance of success there.
Okay.
Okay. So 2 of you are going to go try to talk to this captain, and 2 of you are going to the location?
No, we're all going to the location. I think that's a later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to do that later. All right, I wanted to make sure. All right, so you guys follow the directions then, having these conversations sort of independently of each other. And follow the directions given to you by Captain O'Keefe.
This isn't like leading us down a back alley where we can easily get jumped, is it?
Well, it takes you out of the tourist areas of Cloud City, and you kind of begin descending into what is known as the industrial sector. Humans become less and less common here, and you start seeing lots and lots of Ugnaughts. You would feel probably you're very outnumbered by the number of Ugnaughts you see down here. And when you get to the location that was indicated to you by O'Keefe, you find yourself at an office that's marked Parliament of Guilds, Sector U357, which appears to be a little more than a bureaucratic office of some sort.
Well, look around, make sure that we're not being watched, followed, or this location isn't being watched.
Yeah, are there any cameras about?
Give me a perception check.
I'll also roll that.
Are there any obvious cameras around?
Yes, there are.
Damn.
Jesus Christ, Evie. All right, ley lines and Moss. Oh, Moss didn't roll one.
It must be nice to have a +5.
I was like, what's the point?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna fuck with it,
God. Yeah, you notice on this building in particular, there are some more less obvious cameras that are watching the entryway to the building.
Okay, I was making sure no one's following us, or
You do not get the
watching out.
impression you are being followed with that rule.
I'll ask Skak, do you know if you can hack into those cameras and look at the feed to see who was the person that sent the message at the time that it was sent?
He just kind of nods his head to like go around the corner. Maybe I'm gonna look for any terminals that are nearby. Anything that could possibly be connected to the electronics around here. I don't imagine there would be, but
Let me see. This actually covers this.
I would like to check the door for traps as well.
There's probably nothing here. Yeah, reading this. Closest thing is that there's the data pad entry to the actual building, but no terminals. There's not even like your touristy direction terminals here. So, and what did you say, Caleb?
We're gonna have to break into the wall and hardwire directly in.
Zen's gonna check the door for any traps, just to make sure that we're not walking into like a tripwire or something.
Yeah, give me a perception check on that as well as you investigate that door.
And you said, what was the name on it?
It was the Parliament of Guilds, Sector U357.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a 15.
Okay, 15. Yeah, the door just seems like a standard door. You don't see any traps or anything on it that would concern you. I mean, there does seem to be a alarm system built into it for like after hours when they're shutting down the place. If you were to break the glass or something like that, it would probably set off an alarm, but nothing that looks like a trap.
Okay, and is the door locked? Because you said there's a data pad.
I think it's a public place.
Yes, it does not appear to be locked currently. Oh. That data pad could lock it, so if somebody was leaving for the night, they could beep, 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 and, set the alarm and all that stuff.
Well, should we go on in since we've been so cordially invited?
I mean, we weren't invited. We hacked through their encryption, so it might be a surprise for us to be here. But yes, I think we should go in.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Okay.
As Skak is like about to go in.
No, Skak, you can go.
But he just said ladies first. I'm not a lady.
Trendocean's the most first.
Okay, that's right.
What's going on, man?
I walk in.
Zen is going to put his body on the side of the door, just kind of leaning back, just in case. Blaster fire goes crazy.
All right. Well, good news. No blaster fire. Oops. I don't know what I just did there. That was a mistake. Let me fix that.
Bad news. You didn't roll a high enough perception check on the door.
And you all blow up. I'm glad you saw where that was going.
I thought you were going to say bad news. It's all slug rounds.
No, nothing like that. There we go. That's fixed.
Brendan Lee, no.
As the door to the office slides open, over a dozen Ugnaughts look up from computer terminals or end conversations with one another abruptly. There's a long moment of silence as the Ugnaught workers all turn their eyes towards you. Breaking the silence, one of the Ugnaughts squeals and grabs another by the coat, shaking his comrade roughly. I told you they would find us, the Ugnaught shouts. You've brought them down on us, all because of your meddling. They will kill us for sure. The second Ugnaught.
Wait. Okay. We're not going to kill you guys. We just want to talk. Calm down.
Hold on. For the second Ugnaught, fighting desperately to break free of his companion's grasp, cries out pleadingly. We don't know that they work for the Hutt. Maybe they could help us.
I think I see what's going on here.
So Anya says, we're not going to hurt you. We're here to help. And then you say, I see what's going on here. What is going on here?
It's pretty clear that you guys thought you could try and, I don't know, scare us or something. I don't know exactly the reason, but you obviously don't know who you're dealing with. We don't really care who you are. I think we're just glad to know we're not actually being threatened by people who are involved with Darga.
They look at each other with side eyes and look back. And the one who is kind of like shaking the other one and yelling at him, kind of like lets him go and dusts off his hands a little bit and says, I'm sorry. We meant no harm with the message that was sent to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys are what, 3 feet tall at the most?
He snorts a little derisively at this, clearly taking insult from that. but does not press his luck by challenging that. He says, "Yes, I am Krieg. This, my companion's name is Farine." And Farine's going to say, "I'm sorry, I noticed you snooping around looking for Darga and figured you might be enemies of him."
Yeah, well, I mean, no one was supposed to know, but some people like to use names, so...
Yeah, come on, Anya.
I'm talking about O'Keefe.
Why don't you just tell us exactly why you sent the threatening message to us?
They look at each other again.
Did the hut tell you? Did the hut tell you to send that message?
Not exactly.
Then what exactly?
Why don't we have a private conversation at my office?
I think they're trying to trick people into going after the Hutts, and they just tried to trick us so that they could start some kind of war. I'm guessing the Hutts extort you guys for money or something.
Not exactly. We should have this conversation in my office. I have spoken.
Okay, let's go to his office.
So he will, if you guys agree, in total, take you guys back to his office. And he'll bring his companion, Farine, with him as well. And once you guys get in the office, he will shut the door and he will gesture to some seats, which are kind of small. They're Ugnaught sized.
I fit perfectly.
Actually, not with your new booty poppers.
Oh, sorry, my butt's too big. I'll stand.
What's wrong with you, Dina?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I don't know what's gotten into me.
That usually lasts about a day or two.
Oh, okay. As soon as I get used to this, never mind. What were we saying?
We're sitting down and having a conversation, Dina. Focus.
Oh, sorry.
Could you at least first explain why you're looking for Darga?
No, why don't you first talk to us and tell us exactly why you sent us a threatening message?
They look at each other nervously again, and Farine just kind of shrugs like, well, what else are we going to do? They're here. Well, then, I guess I'll try not to over-explain, but you probably know Darga has set up a ancillary operation here in Cloud City, outside of his normal business on Cato Nemoidia. Do you at least know that much?
Yep.
We're aware.
Yeah, well, this operation of his it's caused us no end of trouble, particularly for those of us here in the Parliament of Guilds, which is the ruling body of Cloud City. When he first set up shop here, he began bribing a number of Ugnaughts working for Fig & Associates. They're the company responsible for the Tabana gas exports here in Bespin. And he set up these bribes in order to siphon off some of the spin-sealed Tabana gas that's for sale here on the black market. Well, when Fig & Associates discovered there was gas missing, they began taking their complaints to the Parliament. Well, now there's tougher restrictions on all of us as a result. And honestly, our reputation's to the point of being close to being ruined.
I don't really see why you want to get us involved.
Well, Farron, okay, Farron will say, well, when I noticed that you were trying to search for him, I sent you a message to dissuade you from seeking him further. I was trying to get you to dissuade you from getting too involved with the hut more directly. And then his companion will butt in. I think, he says, glaring at him, what he was really trying to do was leave you a trail to do exactly what you did. Come here, hoping that you'll be able to help us.
Help you do what?
Are you trying to get out of under Darga's thumb? You're trying to get out of the Tabana gas business.
I have to admit, my partner's intuition isn't entirely wrong. If we were able to uproot the Ugnaughts that are on Darga's payroll, and we could provide that information, it might bring us back into good graces with the Parliament.
So what do you want us to do? Throw them over the side? That would be kind of funny to watch.
We don't necessarily want you to kill the Ugnaughts he's bought, but... He looks over at his partner, and they nod to each other again. It would be understandable if there was no peaceful way to resolve this situation.
All right. I mean, Scat kind of looks at the group. I mean, yeah, I mean, we wouldn't mind doing that as long as you do us a favor.
Well, that's what we had in mind.
What did you have in mind? Enlighten us.
Well, if you're able to assist us with this problem, we can help you find what you're looking for. More information on the hut.
Well, you have access to a lot of the security stuff going on around the city. I mean, you guys are essentially the ruling body, like you said. So I'd imagine you have quite a bit of information. Can you give us a taste at least, so that we know you're legit?
They turn and they speak to each other in Ugnaught. Does anybody know Ugnaught?
No, not me.
Oh, let me see. I know so many languages, with the exception of Ancient Osiriani.
Yeah, that won't help you here, even if you did have it.
No.
Okay. So with nobody knowing Ugnaught, you don't understand. You hear them squeal at each other a little bit, and then you see Craig.
Do you mind if I like interrupt them? Like as soon as they start speaking Ugnaught, I'll be like, hey, we're in a business meeting together. You talk to us in a language we understand, all right? No secrets between us if we're in the same room, all right?
No secrets. We're just discussing what information we can offer in good faith.
All right. I look around, make sure there's no turrets coming out of the wall.
You don't see any as of yet.
As of yet.
They do squeal back and forth for a few minutes, and then Fyron will say, all right, I suppose we can offer you a little bit of information in good faith. Oh, we know that Darga has been dealing with the Empire, and we believe that a transaction is about to take place right here on Cloud City very soon. If you help us take care of our problem, we'll share with you the rest of what we know.
Good to know.
And that sounds good to me, guys. I mean, we could completely bypass this whole tournament thing, which would keep us a lot safer.
Right. Yeah, sure.
This is the case, yeah.
Can I try and gauge their reaction when I mention the tournament?
Sure. Make me a... what is it? Perception in this one, or sense motive? Perception.
Because that would be funny if, like, their thing is like, oh yeah, they're gonna do it right after the tournament, right outside the doors.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I don't have my +2 anymore from the Stormtrooper armor. That sucks. 9.
Yikes.
69.
And a question for our esteemed associates here.
Okay.
You guys, as you have said, you're the ruling body of this, of Cloud City, so you might know of a way that we could procure some implements that would make the You know, the persuading of your friends a little bit easier.
Weapons. Do you guys know where we can get weapons?
I was getting to that.
Oh, that's going to be difficult. Yeah, they're not allowed on Cloud City General, and they're being extra cautious about that with the tournament in play. Your best bet is to try to get yourself in some sort of situation where you'd be authorized to have them in the first place.
Like a security job, maybe?
That would be one. If the Cloud City security is willing to take you on.
Can you help us forge some paperwork for that?
Probably not. But yeah, I don't know if you'll actually need it. My understanding is they're pretty short-handed, and they need people to keep watch on the tables, make sure nobody's cheating. If you have skill, and you're able to pass the interview, you probably could get on a security detail, and then
That's
you'd be
it, though?
authorized
Just
to
an
carry
interview?
weapons.
It just seems weird. I mean, I would think they would need some sort of paperwork to identify that we're reputable.
Apparently,
is that not
they're
the
that
case?
short-handed. Maybe
They
it's
might
just a
do some
direct
background checks, but with the tournament being tomorrow, there might be some waivers in place.
How fantastic.
Weird.
convenient.
This whole place is weird.
I say this is an excellent coincidence. So,
Well, I mean, you say coincidence like it's a thing. I mean, we don't know for sure if they are going to require that or not.
that's true, but we'll find out when we get there. Now, your companions that you want persuaded, would you happen to have a list of them or know where they reside?
Well, no, I think that's what we're supposed to find out.
Actually, we have tracked the source of the demonic gas being sold on the black market to one of our gas storage areas in the bowels of the city. We can give you directions, but those directions will also come with a warning.
Which
No.
is
The Wing Guard rarely go into those depths. If you go down there, you'll be on your own.
Right, so get our equipment first, is what I'm hearing.
yeah.
Oh, and a personal question that's kind of unrelated. There's a certain furry friend I'm looking for, an itchy nutsack. I can't remember what his full name is.
You
He
beat
sells
me to it.
he sells exotic items. We have a vested interest in finding him. Would you happen to know anything?
We don't know of the person you're speaking of.
His name's Itchy. He's a Wookiee. He sells slaves. We want to kill him. Can you try and find out what you can? Maybe look through your cameras.
Sure, we can try to use Parliament resources to see if we learn anything about this Wookiee.
I'll kind of describe what it was that he looked like, so that way they know what to look for.
They take that information down? Oh, we'll look into it for you. We'll throw it in if we find anything, as an extra part of the deal.
Much appreciated.
Yep. Just point us in the direction we need to go, and we'll see if we can get that taken care of.
All right, they're going to give you directions to the Tabana gas storage area where the supposed bot Ugnaughts are residing.
All right. We're just going to go now.
Yep, we'll just go.
I have an idea of how we can get our equipment.
We should probably go to the security place first, right? In order to get our equipment before
imagine
going down
they-
there.
I guess. I'm not sure what they mean exactly from the security. Is that just security for the event? They're not going to let us take our weapons anywhere.
Maybe they will.
knows?
I'll ask I'll send a message to Switch and I'll say, you said you could get us security jobs. Is that for everybody?
What? We were just told that we can just go and ask them for a job.
I know, but I guess that's true. Do you guys just want to go apply for a job and then run the risk of them doing a background check?
Well, that's the
I
thing.
guess we
Like,
can do that.
yeah, if we find out if they need that or not, we can decide then.
Well,
Yeah, let's
Skak,
send one person first then.
Skak, how long would it take you to
And are you going through Switch? I just want to make sure I'm.
No, not
Okay.
yet.
Skak, how long might it take you to forge one's background?
I don't know. It just depends. Depends
Well,
on
one
if we
with,
can. I
One
guess-
without a criminal record should have a pretty short background check.
I mean, if we can access a terminal, I might be able to get some. I don't know what you call it. Background info from some of the citizens here, and then we can just sort of replace some things. You know, like, oh, this guy's a human. No, he's not a human. He's a Trandoshan. People with clean records. But in any case, if you guys want, we can try and put the cameras on a loop by our hangar, and one of us can just go put a couple blasters in a bag and,
Well,
come right over.
There are, sentient security as well.
They're just standing at our hangar the whole time?
I have no
I don't
clue.
know.
Probably
Yeah,
go
I don't know what the
on
situation
route.
is exactly.
Are there guards at our hangar specifically at all times, or are they sort of like at the end of the hangar hall waiting?
Yeah, it might be like a TSA check. You might be right.
Yeah, there's there's both. There's guards at the hangar entrances, and then there's actually kind of like the equivalent of like a TSA check where you go through and all that stuff.
So to security, is it? Dina, please.
Would I, through crime reports and things like that, would I know of perhaps any alleged black market weapon smugglers or anything like that on Cloud City?
Yeah, is Nunya here?
You can certainly ask around for Nunya. I mean, you can make a check too. I think somebody did one earlier, right?
Yeah, I did. I gathered information.
On armor dealers, right?
No, on black market weapons dealing.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
got
They don't
21.
tend to like to deal here because of how sophisticated the security is here for weapon scans. It tends to lead to bad business, but if they do sell, it's usually going to be a very high-profile buyer, someone who has enough of a reputation they feel comfortable making that transaction.
But if it's Nunya, we can trade something other than credits.
I don't know if we're going
Perhaps-
to do that. We don't have any furry companions.
Perhaps someone that might let us borrow.
I say we
I
just
think
blow this
that-
whole city up, honestly.
No, I think at that point we should just go with Switch. There's not gonna be any background check. It's gonna be easier and faster. Are
Well,
you
we can
guys
just-
okay with?
Like I said, we can just ask them what's required, and if they mention a background check, we don't do it.
I say we ask Switch for his help as we head to the security office. Because,
Right, but
going
dealing-
in there.
I mean, you don't know Switch like we do. I mean, dealing with him, he always requires something in return.
I see. My fear is going in there, asking around, and then they say, "Oh, we have a background check," and then we go, "Oh, never mind, we'll leave," and then come
And then
back
you'll
later.
see your face later on working for them, and then they're wondering why you didn't apply.
Precisely. So ask your friend if they can help us out. We might as well.
Okay. Skak and Dina, are you okay with me contacting Switch?
Oh, yes, by all means.
I mean, again, I could probably get us fake backgrounds, but if you'd rather go through him,
This is just gonna be easier, I think.
Well, short term, sure.
That's a good point. What is all this dealing with Switch going to cost us in the long run?
Hey, maybe we ask him what it requires first.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll send a message to Switch and I'll say, for security jobs, how much?
Well, first you have to ask,
Well.
hey, you up?
You're right, he's always up.
I'm always up.
He is a droid.
Well,
You should
too much
contact a
Viagra,
doctor
I guess.
about that.
That
Oh boy.
that will depend on whether or not you're interested in our earlier discussion.
Too risky. I don't see a way to do it.
In that case, I can get you lined up with the owner of the Royal Casino. I have contacts with him. But for that arrangement, it'll be 100 credits per participant that you want involved in this process. If, however, you are interested in my deal, I'll waive that entirely.
I'll tell the group. He said 100 credits each.
That's nothing.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, he turns his pocket out. I mean, it's a lot for me, but
And wait, if we took the other deal, what did he say then?
That he would waive the 100 credits, but that's not enough money to put my neck out there.
That's still an option I'd like to explore. But
400
you-
credits to possibly reveal who she is?
We don't need to use her capabilities. We
That's
just
what
need to
Switch
allow-
wants, though.
Switch specifically asked me to use the Force to do it. He didn't say anything about tricking.
I cough really loud when
the
she
other
says
way.
use the Force.
Well, I assume it's just us really far away from everybody.
I know, but you never know when's
He
they're listening
didn't
devices.
specifically say you had to use the Force. Those weren't his words. But,
Okay,
you know,
all right.
he implicated that you have talents.
Okay.
So long as he
If-
hadn't, so long as, I mean, it doesn't matter how the job gets done, so long as it gets done.
If you guys think you can do it without my aid, then sure.
Well, then
We could always set a bomb off somewhere.
I don't-
Oh,
You know, every time you say that, Skak, I like the sound of it more and more.
Yeah, I
Okay.
could start making
So-
one.
we can definitely get it done.
Okay. I will send a message to Switch and I'll say we might be able to help, but not the way you think.
Well, what I really care about is results. If he wins, he wins. Though your innate advantages would probably be of great assistance. Still, I understand your hesitation. If you're willing to consider this, the captain and I are willing to part with 5% of the total pot.
5%.
I thought you said 15% before.
I did not mention a percentage before.
Well, if we are risking our necks and potentially exposure, I think it is only fair we get at least 15%.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, I will roll a force point. Ooh, 8.
Michaela has the right idea.
I'm gonna use a forcing token for this. So this is the first one. And persuasion, this is the second one.
Ooh,
Oh, I guess it's 19.
All right. He will process your request for a moment. You just hear silence for like a really long beat. 15 is too high. I'm willing to increase the percentage up to 7.
I'll look at the group and I'll say he's willing to offer 7%.
I mean, I don't want to do it anyway. I don't care about percentages here. We're talking about your
Okay.
life, Anya.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing it. We're not doing it that way.
Anya need not be involved. If we can
yeah,
figure out a
Sin
way
is
to do it
doing it.
without her aid,
Yeah,
then
Sin is
that's
doing
how we're
it.
going to do it.
Yep. Sen is gonna do it. He's confident he can do it.
But that still
Very.
involves the group. It's putting you in a bad spot.
Yeah.
But if we can get this pulled off, then that will fund us for who knows how long. You have to look forward.
I will.
Going on
And
pennies
I
and
do-
scraps. It's not good for our cause.
And I do want to make sure you guys understand that this is the tournament starts tomorrow, but it's a multi-day tournament, so it'll be several days of activity.
Oh, well.
So you know.
Well, I mean, do we really want to have to do this stuff for like a couple of days? Several days?
I want to talk to him first. Before we accept any portion of this deal, we need to get an idea of exactly what it is that he expects, what our position will be, and although what we stand to gain from it has already been disclosed, we need to know exactly how much danger we'll be in, and then we can gauge just how badly we need that 7% once we have that information.
I think we should also try and figure out how much Captain Morrow knows about Sabak. I mean, they say he's a good gambler. Maybe we can play a few games with him to get an idea of whether or not he stands a chance.
I'm no good at Sabak.
And here's what I propose we do. We send your friend the 400 credits. And if we're able to complete the mission, he sends it back with the 7%. And that way we get what both of us want.
Yeah, that sounds fair. What do people think?
Well, leave no stone unturned. Yeah, we can just go with that.
I'll pay for it out of my own pocket. I happened upon 500 credits, weirdly
Okay.
enough.
I will send a message to Switch, and I will say, we need to better determine the level of risk and talk to the ship captain in order for us to figure out if this is something that is doable. Because we cannot commit at this time, we're sending the 400 credits to you. If we're able to complete the mission, you can return the 400 credits and then give us 10%.
Yeah, I want to know what exactly it is the two of you have in mind for how you're going to rig this outcome.
That's why we need to talk to him first.
You don't have any ideas, like off the top of your head?
Oh, I've got a couple.
All right, let's hear them.
I don't want
Stop
to tip
keeping
my-
secrets, Zen.
Oh, this is a Sabat tournament. I don't want to tip my hand too early.
I'm starting to like you less and less every day.
I tend to have that effect on people. I once knew this guy named Orman who didn't like me for a very long time.
The Switch reply?
Yeah, he's okay with that deal. If you want to pay your credits up front, and then if you do take the deal, refund them, sure.
Then he'll give us 10% of the winnings.
No, still 7%.
Okay. I will point out that 10% is like you're splitting the baby on 10%. If you want something guaranteed,
no, he stays quite firm at 7%.
Oh, fine, whatever. I tried.
Again, see a doctor.
To the security booth.
Okay. All right. I'm assuming he'll send us the information, tell us we can now be security guards.
Yeah, so he is going to give you information to reach out to one Jack Mandelbrot. He's the owner of the Royal Casino, and he is actually hiring a private security force that he is leasing to the Cloud Wing. And that is why you're getting in without a background check. You'll be working for the private security force.
Okay. We'll go see Jack.
So if you guys seek him out, you go to the Royal Casino, ask for him by name. You're introduced to Jack Mandelbrot. He's a large, boisterous man, late 40s. And,
Mandel what?
Boisterous man.
Mandelbrot.
Mandelbrot.
I probably spelled it way wrong. Mandelbract.
I didn't even bother spelling it because I didn't take notes.
Mandlebroght is how I did it.
There you go.
I went really crazy with it.
That is.
Oh
his
wow, I was way off. At least on the third syllable.
You got close.
Like bratwurst, Mandel
Yeah.
bratwurst.
Yeah.
No, isn't Brat B-R-A-T?
It is.
Yes.
Phonetics, you know.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, he takes you in, and he seems like a shrewd businessman. He invites you to his office, which is much nicer than the Ugnaughts' office. It's big, it's roomy, with like sculptures from off-world, and there's a nice little thing of water with nice crystal glasses. There's also a few wine options, and he offers you some nice cushy seats. These ones better suited to your size, for you to sit across from him.
Oh, that's nice.
So, you're here looking to work security.
That is correct.
Yes, we're the best in the business.
Most.
What did we say our name was? What did we say our group name was
I don't
before?
know.
I don't remember what it was. I mean, not that we would use it again because we don't want people knowing that we're here
Nah.
from Cato de Moidia, but
The hash slinging slashers.
Oh, good. The Twi'lek workers.
I think it had something to do with
so.
woofs.
I don't think it had
Yeah, I
anything to do
think
with
it
that.
did.
Nope, had nothing to do with that at all.
It's in our Discord chat. All you have to
Oh.
do is scroll up. I wrote it in there.
I'll delete it.
If you're that
Oh,
curious.
Oh, it's the Loth woofs. That's what it was.
Lawful.
Oh, God. He says, I've heard. I do have to ask you a few cursory questions, if you don't mind.
Of
Where are you all
course.
from?
I'm from
I don't
Coruscant.
I don't remember the name of the planet I was from. So can you just pretend I said it?
Sure. So you say
She's from
Coruscant.
Hoth. Look at all of her padding.
You give her wow. You give him the real location of where you're from. How about you, Skak?
Probably Dasha.
And how about Zen?
Ryloth, but I vacation in Kashyyyk quite frequently.
By the way, I'm not actually. I didn't give him the actual planet I'm from.
No, it's not
Okay.
real for Zen either.
I don't even know where not Trandoshan. I don't know where Skak is from. Probably Dasha or Kashyyyk.
All wonderful places. I haven't been to the capital world in some time. And the world you're from, what did you say your name was? He indicates Anya.
Oh, I go by Jugs.
His eyes try not to drift downwards as you make that statement.
Hey, hey.
That is
Eyes
my
up here,
nickname.
buddy.
It's accurate.
I that's a beautiful name, Jugs.
Thank you.
I hear it's an export world for agriculture. It's a beautiful place. I was thinking about opening up some facilities there myself.
Oh, I think you'll like it. The cuisine is quite extraordinary.
So what brings your group here to Cloud City?
I heard there was
Money?
a job for money. Yes, we heard there was a job for private security, and we are quite skilled at what we do. And we just wanted to make a little bit of money while we're perusing through the galaxy.
Yeah, I pretty much just go where these guys go. Plus, I heard there was a Wookiee slaver here, and I had to see that for myself.
That would be unusual. Well, you come with recommendations already, obviously.
Can I roll a perception check to see if he recognized if there was any recognition when he mentioned a Wookiee slaver?
Sure.
The Ewoks call her Jug Jug.
16. You did catch a hint of recognition or familiarity across his face. It was brief, but you're pretty sure that when you mentioned that, it struck something in his mind.
Okay.
He's going to say, you come with high recommendations, obviously. And I do have to ask, are there any outstanding warrants for any of you that I need to worry about?
No.
Of course not.
Skak plays it really cool, has a confused look, looks between everyone. Oh, I don't think so.
No.
All right. Well, that
Clean
makes
as
my
a
job
penny
easy
whistle.
then. You look like a capable bunch. Also, I don't have a lot of time to fill out the rest of my private force, so I'm interested, for sure. And a recommendation from our mutual business partner doesn't come lightly, so I'm willing to take you on. Pay you a fair rate, 500 credits per day.
Most excellent.
During that time, I'll arrange for you to get some special permits. You'll need them to carry weapons.
I wonder
Go ahead.
if Skak would know if that's a good rate or not for an
Sounds
event
like
like
a good-
this.
That sounds like a good rate.
Give me an
to me.
appraise roll.
500 credits a day. It's not bad.
Accounting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, you're private security on Cloud City, 500 credits.
Well,
is pretty
obviously,
up there.
it obviously sounds really good. I just wasn't sure if it was low. He was lowballing us because of how high profile this tournament is, and kind of
Question,
wealthier here.
Mr. Mandelbrot. These weapons permits, are there various kinds? Because reason being, some of us are more proficient with certain weapons than other weapons. Or is it a simple blaster?
You won't be permitted to use anything legal. Blasters, of course, pistols are fine. If you have some sort of vibro weapon or stun weapon that is a melee weapon, that would be fine. No explosives, obviously.
I wince.
Nothing military. Don't be coming in here with some Imperial Stormtrooper carbines that you have smuggled or something. As long as it's legal and not a weapon of some sort of mass destruction, you should be good.
Of course.
Skak kind of turns a little bit so that the guy doesn't see his mouth, and he kind of whispers over to everyone, because I imagine we're sitting across from him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, guys, literally all my equipment is military grade.
This is my blaster that I lost in the river.
I'm sure they will give us some weapons since we don't have any right now.
I got lots of blaster pistols, but that's no fun.
Well, those are the rules. We're gonna follow them.
So you'll have those permits that'll allow you to work that out. As to your duties, you'll be working security. You'll help guard the doors, assure nobody gets in with illegal weapons of their own. You'll also be in charge of watching tables. We'll probably use some anti-cheat devices that allow you to scan the cards and things like that, make sure nobody's cheating. And we'll be trusting you to keep an eye to make sure nobody's up to any foul play or smuggling in illicit drugs or anything like that.
Of course.
Sorry, I'm just looking at all my weapons and how they all say military.
Now, when it comes to our service weapons, Will you be procuring that for us, or
Oh, no, you'll need to bring your own weapons. That's part of what we're paying you for here.
Understood.
Capable.
Understood. Just wanted to get an idea.
And as I said, you'll be in charge of scanning what weapons come in and don't come in and ensuring that they're not illegal.
He said he doesn't want us coming in with a blaster carbine, because a blaster carbine isn't that just says restricted, not military or illegal.
Yeah,
Or
as long as
licensed.
it's not military issue weapons, you should be fine. If it's something that just
Okay.
is restricted or requires a license, then you should be good.
I think heavy blaster pistol is military, isn't it?
That it is.
That's all right. I have 5 blaster pistols we can use,
Excellent. All right.
So we have
and
a
I
deal.
even have the holsters for them.
I think we do.
Excellent. And he types into his computer for a moment and leaves you guys to kind of to chat amongst yourselves while he is getting your badges set up and getting you all squared away.
And while he's doing that, I'll just kind of whisper over to the rest of the group. By the way, he knows the Wookiee.
Oh,
Good to know.
Knows the Wookiee or knows of the Wookiee?
Well,
that's true.
either way, he has information on the Wookiee. Information we're going to need at some point.
Maybe we can pick his brain over these next couple of days. It's going to be so fun.
I could pick his brain right now. I just told him that I was interested in meeting the guy.
Well,
He
you
also-
guys realize that it's likely the Wookiee will also be maybe a security guard, right? So we'll just find them eventually.
It's possible. Not guaranteed.
Okay, so we have a shootout over the tournament floor. That sounds like fun.
He also feigned ignorance as to the Wookiee's presence.
Well, let's be careful then. Don't stir the pot. We'll get more information later.
I agree.
right.
All right, your permits are ready. He slides one over to each of you, as well as your badges for tournament security for the Royal Casino. And I'll be like, we'll be paying you in credit vouchers and chips, so no need to wire anything to your accounts. You can deposit those standard issue, no problem.
And first day on the job is tomorrow. What time should we show up?
We'd like you to be here around 0700.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, pleasure bringing you on board, and look forward to a successful 4 or 5 days of tournament activity.
Oh yeah, should be fun.
All right. So you guys are now on the payroll. You get 500 credits a day for your work.
Oh,
500 credits a day, not bad. I think I was making like 2 credits a day at my last job.
you guys were getting paid at your last jobs.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
I used to get paid a lot more, but they kept docking my pay ever since the Empire took over. I guess they don't like aliens too much. Which is weird because technically we're all aliens, right?
Speak for yourself.
Well, are you from a gas giant, Dina? I don't think so. Because we're on
No.
Cloud City on Bespin. Humans are from
humans-
Bespin, so you're an alien.
Look,
boy.
humans are not illegal, okay?
Trandoshans are
Pretzel.
not illegal either.
And Pretzel, what? Orman going crazy.
What is going on?
Okay.
Well, back to the ship.
All right,
All right.
so we're
Let's go get our
getting
guns.
Yes, and
Give
then we have
me-
a meeting.
A standard blaster pistol. Okay.
Yes.
All right, who needs one?
I'm
I'll
good.
take one.
Me.
Okay. Blaster pistol. To Zen. To
Mhm.
Dina.
I have my own blaster pistol.
That's not a heavy one.
No, it's not a heavy one.
Okay. And I will take my own.
3d6. Okay.
They don't care how many I bring, right? If I'm strapped with 3 blaster pistols on my belt.
They're not going to say anything to you about that.
Okay. And I'll bring the carbine as well.
Are they going to attempt to scan us again on our way back out, even though we have the badges and all that?
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, because the Cloud Wing is different than the private security. So,
Were we told that we had to keep our pistols on stun?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So they just for clarification, so they will try to scan us again.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
believe
every
so,
time we
yes.
leave the area. Yes.
Okay. All right,
Well,
fine.
what
Let's
do
take the regular standard one. I was gonna try
yeah.
something. I thought
and
about me.
I'll also bring my power generator if they allow it. Would they allow that? I'm assuming they would. It's just connected to the gun.
Probably. I think the permit would
It's
cover
just-
it.
It's
Okay.
just like a pack. Makes sense.
Yeah,
All right.
that'd be fine. So,
'Kay. I'll do that,
okay.
and I'll make sure that the carbine is set to auto fire, so I don't have to set it in combat.
Okay. So you guys go through that security, and one of the guards there, you hear them discussing something about somebody who came down with the bug. They're sick. And so one of the guards turns to you guys and goes, "Hey, you guys are with the private security. Is any chance we'll be able to put one of you guys on weapon inspection tomorrow here?"
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, amazing.
That-
Sure.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah, let's get them lined up with that. What'd you say your name was?
Thermite.
All right, Thermite, and you're working with looks like Royal Casino, so that's going to be Jack. All right, we're going to put in a request to Jack to have you stationed here. So wherever you were supposed to report to tomorrow, make sure you report here instead. Cool?
All right.
Fantastic.
Is that going to afford me an opportunity to just like fuck up everyone else's weapons so that only
Yeah.
our weapons work?
I probably.
I'll pull out the firing pins
I mean,
on all the other
I
security
think you're
guys'
not
weapons.
supposed to allow any weapons.
Well, I know, but if I'm inspecting the weapons,
Sounds-
I imagine I'm going to be inspecting all the weapons. Because it was weapon inspection, not weapon denial.
Yeah, you'll be giving the stamp of approval or disapproval and doing some inspections. Yeah, you'll have lots of excess. And as you have that conversation and you make that agreement and you step away from that security terminal and start to walk away, Skak, you hear from a little off behind you in a slightly different direction from the terminal, oh my God, it can't be. Skak, is that you?
Oh my God. Cowboy?
You turn around and it is Cowboy.
Oh my God, Cowboy is back!
And he's looking pretty good. Since the last time you saw him, he's wearing much finer
Yeah.
close. His
I
legs
thought he had
seems
no
healed.
legs.
No,
His
he
legs
just got
seem
burned.
healed.
He probably got a settlement out of the whole thing.
Yeah, he's looking like he's living really large in life right now. Oh,
Oh
my
my
God,
gosh.
Skak, I can't believe it. It's you.
I give him a hug. He's my
Hey,
boy.
bring it in, man. Bring it in. He gives you a hug. He's like, I heard you got let go from the company.
Yeah, well,
That's one way
I mean,
to
how
say
much
it.
do we want to talk about what really happened here? He kind of looks around.
He looks around like he doesn't have a clue as to what you're talking about and goes, "We don't have to talk about it. That's fine. I understand. Touchy subject. Look, I'm no longer with the company myself. I kind of got a big settlement. It turns out you hired the right lawyer and well, they'll look at me."
Well, hey, that's good. Yeah. Stick it to the man. I mean, those guys sucked. By the way, call me Thermite around here. Just, keep it on the down low. Obviously, for.
Thermite. Okay, that's a little different. It'll take some getting used to. Got tired of people, misspelling your name. I understand. You were really touchy about that before.
Well, I still love my name. I mean, I was born with my name. It's my name. It's just, I can't have people. I mean, you know what happened.
Right. Well, hey, I recognized you, but I also couldn't help but overhear your conversation. So you work in private security here?
Yeah. Skak will look around, kind of think to himself for a second. What if maybe you want to have a meeting with me on my ship?
Sure. Yeah, I would love to. You got a ship? Wow,
Well, it's
look
not
at you.
my ship.
You're moving up in the world too, Thermite.
Yeah. It's not exactly mine, but it'll get us away from prying ears.
All right. Yeah, sure. Hey, boys. I met an old friend, Thermite. I'm gonna go check out his new ride, and I'll meet you guys back at the cantina. They all kind of nod and give a thumbs up. Hey, yeah, Skak, it's, I've been meaning to thank you. I never really got the opportunity to truly express my gratitude and appreciation for what you did for me.
Thank me. I should be thanking you. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess we did kind of save each other's lives, didn't we? Still, I wouldn't have had that opportunity if it wasn't for you, so, thanks, is what I'm saying.
Sure. I mean, it wasn't really me. It was, my past coming back to bite me in the ass.
Ooh, hey, this is a nice ride.
Yeah, it's called something, and I don't remember. Banshee? I think it's called the Banshee, right?
Yeah, the Banshee, yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Banshee. Let me talk to the captain and see if we can have a private meeting in there first.
Sure. By the way, who's this looker? He says, checking out Dina's rear.
Oh, gosh. That's,
Do I notice this?
Why don't I just introduce you to everyone
He's
before
not
we
being
have our
subtle
meeting?
about it.
I'll bring him over and introduce
Stick
him.
my ass out a little bit more.
Hey, guys, this is Cowboy. Cowboy, this is the guys.
Oh, cowboy.
Hello, Zanzibar.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm a old associate of Thermite.
I squeeze his hand a little too hard.
Hey, that's a pretty good grip. You a construction worker too?
No.
No, he's his hands gripped other things.
Construction? It's nice to meet someone of the trades, and I'll hold my hand out, bottom down and kind of limply as a lady does.
Zen's just pouting.
You lady are truly a woman fit to be among the clouds. It's a pleasure to meet you. Kisses your hand. Cowboy.
Dina, it's nice to meet you, cowboy.
Hey,
Yeehaw,
listen,
right?
I've got at least one spot on my guest list, and if you want to hang out during the tournament, just let me know.
I'll look back over at the group. Why? I would love to. That sounds fantastic. Although I may have to put in a request. I'm already on security detail.
All right. So you're all in on this gig. Well, that's nice. And who's this one here? He says, looking over at Anya.
Oh, she's nobody. I go and stand in front of her.
Okay, I'm sure maybe he doesn't remember me, but I was there when he got crushed.
No, he did. Yeah, he saw. That's right.
And he saw me use the Force to take out the two people in front of him that were trying to kill him.
Oh, so he'll say, "Wait, I remember you. That's right. Yeah, you're the special girl, Thermite's old fling."
We don't talk about anything special about me, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I wouldn't sell yourself short like that. I'm sure you're very special.
We
But I
just
get
don't.
We just don't talk about it.
Yeah, we don't like to bring up her Asperger's. You know, it's uncouth.
The Asperger's. But if you forgot my name, you can call me Jugs.
Jugs. Well, it's
Yep.
a pleasure to meet you.
Yep.
Again.
Nice to see you again. Glad to see you have your pair of legs back.
He never lost his legs. What are you talking about?
Well, they got hurt. His legs got hurt, and I
It
thought he
turns
was
out,
going to be amputated.
It turns out when you get a proper settlement, you can afford quite a few better treatments.
Oh, good. Good to see you around.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take him to the ship. Hopefully, O'Keefe will let us have a private meeting there, and I'm gonna catch up with him.
Okay.
Yeah, O'Keefe will roll her eyes and be like, "Another stray."
Watch the railings. Be a real shame if you tripped and fell.
All right, cowboy.
Oh, wait. You might want to notify the captain the doors don't open from the outside.
Yeah. That's a thing, apparently.
You know what? Cowboy
But
is
you go
now a
ships.
villain, and he's going to betray all of you. And I hope the stab betrayal hurts and cuts deep.
Wow.
I do want to know how you got here, though, specifically. What are you doing here? I mean, obviously, you have no love of the Empire, so you can't be working with them. What, you just got some big payout? You're not working for anybody?
You have no idea, Skek. You want to know how much I got?
Yeah.
1.5 million credits.
Jesus.
Screw this, man. You want to hire me or something? I mean, I can ditch this crew anytime.
Wow.
Well, you know, I trust you, Skek. I trust you with my life. Yeah, you want the work? I'd be happy to take you on.
All right, as long as Jugs can come with, though.
He looks over your shoulder, like in the direction. She's not here, but like in the direction of where she would be outside the ship. I don't know about that, Skek. I know you don't want me to talk about her Asperger's, but look, that condition comes with some special attentions that I frankly don't want.
All right, I get it. Then, I guess I have to rescind my offer to join your crew.
Oh, it's a shame. But hey, it's all right. Look, we can still do some business together, right? I heard that you're going to be manning security, scanning weapons. Well, you know, me and my boys, we don't feel too safe coming in with just stun batons and knives. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking maybe I could slip you some credits and you could allow a few containers to get through verified safe.
Oh, cowboy. What kind of business are you in now?
You know, I've made a few friends along the way. You get 1.5 million in credits and suddenly people want to talk to you, you know? But nothing you need to be concerned about. We just want to be safe is all.
Jesus,
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
get it,
concerned.
but I mean, I'm still concerned about it, so maybe you just tell me who you're working with.
We've just rubbed some elbows with some members of the upper echelons of society, and they like to get their hands on things.
Upper echelons like the Huts?
Oh, not the Hutts.
Okay,
I'm not
because I was going to
dealing with.
consider them the lower echelons.
Yeah, right. That's not the kind of scum I'm dealing with. I'm talking more like the hoity-toity types. Curasanti bureaucrats and Hapen officials, things like that, you know? People who got money but are reputable.
Okay, but how would you get involved with them if you get 1.5 million credits? Why do you need to do all that?
Well, I met an advisor when I was back at the homeworld, and he gave me some sound advice on what I could do with that money, how I can invest it, people I can rub elbows with. He just charged me a small fee, you know? He hooks me up with these contacts, with these people, with these businesses. He gets a cut of the cheese, and it's been working out really good for me.
That sounds so bad, not gonna lie.
I'm worried for you, cowboy. You don't need any of this in your life.
I'm living the best life I ever had. Skek, I've been a nobody for as long as I can remember, and now I'm somebody. I got more
Sometimes
credits
it's better
than
to be a nobody.
Tell that to somebody else. Listen, man, I've had refreshers that make me feel like a whole new person. I didn't even know they were capable of the things they could do. Food that had more flavors I knew that it could even be experienced on my tongue. My clothes, I've never wore such nice clothes. And people, they look at me with respect. No, I don't want to go back to being nobody. I like what I got. Hey, if you don't want to help, I understand.
You know what? I do want to help. I need to know more about this business you got going. I can help you in more ways than one.
Uh,
I want to make sure I'm
Perhaps-
not getting in bed with the wrong people. I know you're good for it. I don't know anything
promise
about them, though.
I'm not getting you involved with the Empire or any Hutts. Just a few bureaucrats is all.
Yeah, but bureaucrats are just as bad. I mean, these are the people that keep us down. These are the people that put the laws in place.
I'm not going to tell him your name, Skak. Hell, I won't even tell him your fake name, Thermite. I just need you to.
I think it's
rubber
more
stamp.
that I don't want to be helping people like that. I mean, I'd rather be blowing them up, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha. Well, don't think of it as helping them. Think of it as helping me. I'm your friend, Skak. I was the only one that got your name right out of the entire company. The only
You know
one who
what?
had any faith in your abilities.
I'm going to make you a counteroffer, all right? How about you join our cause instead?
Your cause? What are you talking about, Skak? I
Why
don't
don't
want to
you
be private
put your
security.
money? Put your money to something good. All right? Something that'll change the galaxy for the better.
All right. And that would be?
Well, you got to drop these people and join us.
I'm not following, Skak. As far as I can tell, you're private security in Cloud City, and that's not exactly the most high-paying gig in the galaxy.
I'm talking about the rebellion, cowboy.
Rebellion?
Yeah. We've got a group of people who are sticking it to the Empire. We've been doing some pretty good work.
You said you're worried about me. What have you got yourself wrapped up in, Skak?
Something a hell of a lot more fun than what you're doing.
You're gonna be a whole hell of a lot dead. Nobody goes up against the Empire. They're unstoppable. They're a machine.
Actually, I'm unstoppable. Oh, wait, no, I don't have that feat yet. No, I don't say that.
I'll tell you what, Skak. I don't know about that. I'm not trying to get involved in any anti-Empire stuff, man. All I want to do is get my weapons smuggled through. Can you do that or not?
You sure you don't want to get those weapons to people who could use it for better?
I don't know, Skak. Especially when I don't know the details. That's too much. I got a good gig
We
right
can-
now. I got
we
an
can
agent.
get you the details. I mean,
I get a good
you've
cut
got
of
money.
everything.
you don't need more money, cowboy. You need a purpose, all right? All this stuff, this fluff, this fame, this high status, it doesn't last.
Give me a persuasion check.
I guess I'll use my far seeing.
Yeah, it's good time to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew this was coming, so I was saving it. Just kidding. 13.
He seems to consider it for a moment. For a brief moment, you think you see the old cowboy kind of return to his eyes. His hate for the Empire, have always been kicked while he was down, being treated bad by the company, and sticking up for you. And then his face seems to resolve, like hard with some resolve a little bit. And he's like, nah, I can't get involved in that. Skank, I got a good thing going, and I'm not giving it up. I'm somebody now. Look, the deal's on the table, and I won't fault you if you don't take it. We could find somebody else's palms to grease. But I just ask you to think about it overnight. Consider it.
I'll do it for you, man. No worries.
Yeah,
Just don't get any of us killed.
I knew I could count on you, he said, clasping you on the shoulder. Now look, your secrets are safe with me, right?
As long as mine are with you.
All right, we got a deal. I'll see you in the morning. I gotta go catch up with the boys, and I don't want to draw too much attention to whatever it is you're doing over here anyways. But it was good to catch up with you, Skak.
Let's just make sure that we're not converging on at a crossroads where we're gonna have to go against each other here.
No, that would never happen. We're like
Well,
brothers,
I
Skak.
mean, you say that, and I say that, but we don't exactly know what each other's goals are here.
I'm just here to make credits. And I got no interest in what you're doing. We're good.
All right, as long as people aren't using these weapons to kill security at the place, because, I mean, I'm security there.
Hey, I got you. But, all right, I gotta go. I'm gonna head back and, hey, put the good word in for me with the chick with her hair down. She seems like she's a real catch.
I don't know. She's really into the more rebellious type.
I see what you're doing there, Skak.
Just think about it, all right? And I'll
All
put a
right.
good word in for you.
I'll think about it. All right, Skak. I'm heading out. He's gonna make his way out. And on his way out, he'll give a wink to Dina. And the
I'll stick my butt and be like, oh boy.
God. And the bay doors to the docking bay will close, with you guys all kind of staring after Cowboy, and that will be where we close the session for tonight.
I don't like
Let
him.
me move this back over to our faces. Like it?
Man,
I don't like him.
Yeah, I
Flirting
don't like
with
him either.
I gotta say, flirting with a man is fucking easy.
What's going on
I don't know
here?
whatever.
It's because you know what we want,
I've been
man.
putting out the signal.
I feel like I have an unfair advantage. Just stick your ass out and wave.
Oh my god.
You're learning the Anya method.
No,
Um,
no.
Tina trying to be sexy is just hilarious. That's true. That's true. All right, so Cowboy has made his triumphant return, and I know it's everything you guys were hoping for and more.
No. No.
You guys said you wanted him to live a good life. You were mad about how I ended him and put him in this awful hospital situation. I gave
So
him a
now
good life.
now he's a weapons dealer.
I gave him a good life, a really good life. That is what you asked for, and he got it.
He's a
I am-
corrupt weapons dealer.
I am a
Interesting.
wish granter. I am a wish granter.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I really enjoyed just sitting back and listening to that whole thing. That was great.
he might be
that's
a
fun.
weapons dealer, but he's not a weapons dealer for the Empire. So is he really a bad guy?
We'll
Seems
see.
like he's a
Well,
good guy, right?
I get the feeling the people that he's gonna give the weapons to are gonna be shooting at us pretty soon. So I don't know about that.
And to be fair, I don't even know. I guess I'll find out what's in the boxes tomorrow. But,
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess we will. But good show, guys. I know we're a little over time, so we'll just go around, let people know where they can find you, what you'll be up to, save Sevi second for last, me for last, and we will start with Moss tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Monday night, Moonskull, Call of Cthulhu. Tuesday night, Tales from the Dragon's Tavern for Smoke and Barrel. Wednesday for Wednesday After Dark. Thursday for... God damn, I'm busy. Thursday for March of the Dragon Queen, and then back again on Saturday for Star Wars. I'll tag Velrock.
If you want to see what I do, you can check out my YouTube channel for renders of miniatures that I make. If you want to purchase the digital files, you can go to myminifactory.com. And I'll just leave it at that for now. Caleb.
Yeah, you guys can find me Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays bringing you Magic the Gathering Arena on the Geeks and Gamers Tabletop channel. Then you can find me later on Fridays for Mummy's Mask, and then even later on Fridays for Kaiju Watch over on the Kaiju Watch Rumble. Then here on Saturdays, and then back on the Geeks and Gamers Tabletop channel on Sundays for Strange Winds. Only thing I want to plug is please check out the pinned tweet on my Twitter. I got some things going on, and we are super close to reaching that goal, and that would mean the world to me. I will throw it over to Sevi.
All right. Well, hello everybody. I am Sevi. You probably already know that. You can find me at Geeks and Gamers Tabletop and Moonskull. Please follow my Twitch and my Kick if you have not already. My other socials are in the links. So thank you, Michaela, for sending those links. Pokemon right now it's on a hiatus on Sundays while work kind of calms down for me right now. But what I am doing tomorrow is I am playing The Quarry Part 3, which I should finish that game and then I'll pick another scary game to go play. So it'll be fun. Please come and hang out with me. I will be streaming around noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So please come and hang out with me. And don't forget to like and comment this stream if you have not already. Just hang out for a second. Just wait a couple, couple seconds. The Fed will end the stream quickly, I am sure. And just leave a comment. It really helps the algorithm. It helps to send the channel and the video out there in the ether of what is called the internet. And I will pass it to Erudi.
Did anyone else feel like that was a threat? Like the way she said, he will end the stream, I'm sure, and then side-eyed my box slowly and then went back to her speech. I felt a little unnerved, I'm not going to lie. I am Erudi. Basically, all the places on Tabletop and Moonskull, you'll find me if you tune in. I'm most likely there in some form or fashion. If not on the screen, maybe in chat. There's like 2 shows I'm not in. So you can find me there all the time. And hey, a couple things. I got some seats open for my private games. If you're interested in rolling dice with me in a game privately with a bunch of other people, some of them people who are in chat, including the Queen shirts, Sevi's in a few of them, and so on and so forth. So if you want to roll dice with me and you think it'd be fun, you could do that by going to my link and signing up for a game. You can look for the open seats. Please support Legend Seeker. You can do that by going to our Discord and supporting there as well. And consider checking out Erudi iTunes. And that is where I'm going to be putting my AI music, including a new song that's been revealed before but hasn't been released fully to everybody for Mort, called The Perfect Member. That'll be released on Mort Week, which is coming up at the week of 9/16, where every episode is going to have an appearance by Mort, aka Dungeon Daddy. And it's going to be a fun week. You'll have his song, you'll have Mort experiences, and every time you buy one of those songs, by the way, you can preview them on my channel. But if you go buy them through our Discord, they're like $3 each. You can put them on your phone as like a ringtone. Michaela, Queen Shirt Michaela, just did that, putting Snake Eyes on her phone as a ringtone. That money goes towards supporting Legend Seeker. So some people have asked me in the past, hey, I really don't want to do a monthly subscription. I can't really afford to do that. Are there any one-off ways we can support? Here's a way to do it. Just like $3. You get a ringtone out of it, a song out of it. That's fun and goofy and in good times. And it's just a one-time payment that you have to make for like $3. So that's all I got. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to like and comment, please. I'm going to end this quickly so Sevi does not send her cartel family after me. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
So long, gay boy.